good, everyone?
Double kill.
One sec, I'm trying to get my kick stuff set up here.
So let me fly. Take a chance, give it a try. So let me fly.
Oh no, I just clicked X on that. Damn it, bro. No way. No way. I'm just gonna have to open this back up, guys. Give me 1 second here. Alright, we're back. Perfect timing.
It's grand finals time here in the NA HCS DreamHack Qualifier, and it's Cloud9 Incognito who sit at the very end of this bracket. Both teams have already qualified for pools. Now the results of this series will determine which pool they go into at the Dream.
Okay. This one has to go out first. There we go. Sorry guys, just making sure everything's good for the stream here.
Right now, I have my eyes really on the Slayers of both teams, right? The players that have been coming out and performing today. Septify has been just unbelievable in his performance this year. These are the stats from HCS Arlington. Obviously, this is precision from another team, but when I look at Septify's stats, it's been showing out. He has really taken that next step as a Slayer for his team. I think it's going to be up to precision from Incognito to sort of meet the moment, right? Shut down the Slayers on the other side. I think it really is going to be a battle between some of the main Slayers on these rosters.
Tony, what do you see here from Septify's side?
I've been saying it for a really long time. Even going back to season 2, going back to season 1 when he was on Fnatic, man. Septify has been that dude. He's really good in the Slayers, as Tools mentioned a few times and whatnot, but just overall, like, he has a really good feel for the game. So when it comes to just activating on his teammates' damage and finding those cleanup kills, the knowing when to stay alive and when to flank and push up, he understands the game at an advanced level. That's one of the reasons why he's able to have such large KDs.
Well, let's talk about the team as a whole then. We have Cloud9. They have brought in Lethal now. They have been looking incredible throughout the entire tournament this weekend so far, and now they're going up against Incognito. How does this team look? I mean, we just saw them win an incredible series against TSM. Tools, how are you feeling?
This is gonna be so interesting because it's like on paper, right? I think a lot of people would have had either like TSM, Cloud9, Gen G sort of winning the tournament, and Incognito have come here and not only thrown all those sort of brackets out the window, but they've completely subverted everyone's expectations as to who is going to have winner's side advantage coming in. Being in such a dominant spot, I'd like to see if they can keep that momentum, right? I think this first game is really going to be important to establishing that. Come out the gate hot, show that you aren't cold. You're not bothered by having to wait from the grand finals side.
Well, here we go. It is the grand finals of the HCS DreamHack Qualifier. Only one team will come out on top. Will it be Cloud9 or Incognito in this first game of the series? Recharge Strongholds.
Incognito, Cloud9 duking it out here in the grand finals. I'm excited for this one. It's a rematch from the winners bracket, but new stakes on the line, and at this point it's all about stepping up, putting your best performance forward, and that's what every single player in this lobby does. It's gonna be an exciting one, Tools.
Oh, I'm so amped to see who's gonna step up in this big moment, right? Like, this is, you know, the pool seeds are cool and all, but like, this is you establishing the pecking order going into Dallas when it comes to the teams outside the top 4, and like, who's gonna be the player that team playing for Sunday. Incognito, they've been forcing themselves into that conversation with how they've been playing today. I'd love to see if they can finish the fight, right? Finish the series, and I'd like to see it. I'd like to see them do it in one, to be honest. Like, if you're gonna show yourselves to be a contender and not to be underestimated, like, be dominant today.
Yeah, it's funny because we're looking into this tournament so far. You know, when you talk about Incognito and Cloud9 being in the grand finals, like I said it before, a lot of people might have been a bit surprised by this, but I'm looking down the roster right now, and if you take what's happened, you know, so far in 2025 out of the equation, you know, I look at Precision, who we've been constantly saying is one of the more underrated slayers that we have in the league, Descendant, who was absolutely crazy last year, and then you put that on top of Piggy, who great fundamentals, great shots, barely ever loses pivots, and just plays a good grounded fundamental game, and you put in a player like Jackson.
Yeah, what up, Afro Black? Welcome to the stream, bro.
Better, yet somehow
First time chatter. What's good,
great
bro?
rosters, and they don't always do better when they drop him. And I'm looking at this squad, it's like, yeah, this team has been destined for greatness. This team should be making deep runs in qualifiers, especially when teams like the SSGs and the Optics and, you know, the Shopify Rebellions aren't involved in. Like, this team should be in this exact position that they are right now. I'm happy for this Incognito roster, but mind you, Cloud9, they're in that same exact conversation. You know, they're going toe-to-toe with the like of Phases and the SSGs trying to take one of those top 4 positions. So this really could be huge for Incognito, but it also can be another statement being made by C9.
Our first game to start us off is going to be Recharge Strongholds. And I'm going to be very interested in how these teams play and more the speed at which they play. Are we going to see aggressive trip cap pushes? Are we going to see teams set up and play to really respect what the opponent's going to do? For me, I always like it when a team starts to establish their dominance early on. You get opportunities to try to push into those total controls when you can. Either way, Incognito going to start off with that first kill, and Camouflage, I believe, still up for grabs as Precision and Piggy clean up the other side, and it's Piggy that's gotten away with the camo and everything, just going right for Incognito.
Bravo being attacked by Incognito at the same time as Alpha switches, and they're going after Charlie as well. What an early trip cap coming in out of nowhere for Incognito. Welcome to the grand final, C9.
Yeah, Sab, I mean, that was actually a huge kill from Sab onto Descendant. It's going to at least alleviate some pressure, but Piggy just giving information. He saw Septify and Lethal's rotation. He's going to call that out for his team, and that's going to stop Cloud9's push before it can really finish developing. Boo Boo is able to get that capture, but it's really just a consolation prize. A bit of a slowdown as Incognito have been dominant to start.
52-0 run here for Incognito, and they're not done. Precision aggressive right now on his way to the C9 spawning player. They just got out of long haul and over to Charlie, and you already have Precision and Jackson and the rest of Incognito attacking you. This is a different pace being played by Incognito on Recharge Strongholds.
The trip cap is in once again. Cloud9. But right now, if it keeps going at this pace, they're in danger of ending this game without a point on the board. These next few slays going to be crucial to at least slowing down the pace of Incognito, and Piggy not trying to give up anything for free, using that shroud screen, hiding within the shadow realm, and it works perfectly. The assist comes in, they get another 3 down. Lethal desperately trying to stay alive, but I don't know if there's much he can do. He at least gets a trade, but Tony, it's all Incognito to start.
Yeah, I feel like I gave Cloud9 their flowers for beating a team like TSM on Strongholds, and obviously a very different map, but a different team and a different speed that Incognito are coming with. This is a 150-0 run about to happen right now. Finally, they're able to at least stop the scoring, but Alpha changes hands at the exact same time as Charlie, so Incognito is still scoring.
It's a 22-7 slay differential right now. You can't not sustain any action if this is going to keep up. And Cloud9, they're spawning and are in fights within seconds. It's devastating to try to play. It's so hard on the mental to be spawning up and instantly in that gunfight over and over and over again. And by the time they stabilize, we could be seeing this game be 200-0. These are fragile moments.
Sab and Zeptify do double push over towards Charlie. Piggy does slow his roll just a bit to defend tower, but that was a quick play by Sab. Great read coming out of him, but ends up running into two different players of Incognito. Is it enough damage for the rest of Cloud9 to get the cleanups? I don't know if it is. Tubu with a huge melee, and he steals that grapple right back.
Yeah, Yaxon taking that challenge that you take when you're up 170-17. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, I'm going to try something. We're going to see if it works. Boo Boo Doo shuts it down, and that's going to earn him A for now, but that's just for now. Right now, they haven't been able to really do much to force offensive action, right? It's very reactionary, trying to deal with the pressure that Incognito's been providing, and they only got 27 seconds on that run, Tony. It's counting up once again for Incognito. They're back into control.
Cross map shots from Piggy gives Jackson information to clean out that bottom gold side, and this is it's just a setup. They just watch each other's crosses, you watch each other's backs from across the map, and it is so tough to break. But notice how Sab was able to take down a perimeter player in precision, and Sab also gets a stick on Descendant. So just like that, Sab disrupting the setup for Incognito. Is it enough for them to take a base?
Boo Boo, I mean, it's a couple times now we've seen Boo Boo just trying desperately to get themselves B while they're losing the rest of the map. And although that's been effective at slowing them down, they need a bit more. And that version of a bit more was Boo Boo with camo, but instantly caught out. And Incognito, they've passed the 200-point threshold. Cloud9 is just running out of time.
Send him with the trade out there. Jackson, shock rifle out, but Lethal will survive. Some great shots out of him, not only getting the kill, but slowing down precision. Former teammate goes right at him, knows the tendencies, and Descendant also not able to get involved. Lethal is shooting.
This is, hey, Cloud9, it all starts with a little momentum, right? Just a little bit of a push. They could get this snowball to turn into an avalanche. This trip cap can quickly get out of hand if they're able to find the correct kills. The first comes in for Boo Boo, and Piggy is able to get the secure, but it costs his life. Cloud9 with a little bit more to work with now.
206-72 run here for Incognito as we switch on board with Septify, fresh off of taking down Descendant. He attacks Bravo right now, but you notice he's kind of surrounded here by multiple members of Incognito from the C side to the A side, but they ignore him. They're actually attacking tower to C. They want the Alpha Charlie for now. Descendant doubles back and eventually is able to take down Septify, and just like that, Incognito right back in control.
It's been very efficient from them. They have not let Cloud9 like really get that big momentum swing. They've had moments where they've scored, but it's just been that moments. Incognito, they've been in control. And I mean, look at the kills, right? Everyone's within one of each other. It is equal parts shared here. Everyone is rising to the occasion.
Big play coming out of Boo Boo Doo and Septify for a little bait and switch action. Still have a whole lot of ground to make up right now. Boo Boo Doo and Cloud9, but hey, you know, what do they say? You don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. So as of right now, maybe we see a great comeback here for Cloud9. Sab, shock is out here, turns on precision, is already weakened. Piggy, you could get it too, says Sabinator. 3 down, go Incognito.
With that, Cloud9 will keep scoring, but it's still only 2 hills. It's 1 point for every second they're able to keep this control, but Sab is starting to really stunt the movement forward from Incognito, and I love this aggressive play. They want to find these kills and then start to work towards that trip cap. They know that with how big this deficit is, they're going to need a little bit more firepower.
I was actually really surprised to see how well Incognito was doing today when I was at work. I was like, wow, like anytime I saw, they were like really putting in work, bro.
Grab a hold of this shot, but Incognito scoring once again is going to be real bad news here for Cloud9. Septify knows he has to make a play and win a piv at the same time, and is not able to do so. Yaxon survives. Piggy with the cleanups. He's watching Yaxon's back perfectly from the B box side. The bait was serious.
Yeah, Yaxon played that so well with that noob combo, right? It's basically sniper versus poor man sniper, and he came around the corner. Great pre-aim, right? He's looking at the right battery, and it made a huge difference and eventually got them back to the scoring position to win game 1. But it wasn't close, and it wasn't pretty at the start of that game. Cody, it's Incognito showing no signs of being cold, even after having to wait in this grand finals. They came out this gate exactly doing what they needed.
Crazy to me, man. And like Piggy keeps getting overlooked on some of these rosters, man. You watch him, dude. He just makes the right play at the right time, right there. You know, you gave the kudos to Yaxon being that perfect bait player over toward the back of R2 side, putting down shots, staying alive, using that green gun. But all that really doesn't mean much. And Piggy isn't just being sneaky and hiding on that P box, cleaning up both players and what it just. I thought it was just excellent by Piggy and Yaxon just working together so well over toward that back battery side. And you see plays like that, they don't always, they're not super exciting. They're not going to jump off the screen. You're not going to hear a scream over it. But those are game-winning plays right there. Just staying alive, working off your teammate. That's just good Halo.
Yeah, these are the two that stuck together from the whole team, right? Yaxon and Piggy, both a part of that Luminosity roster. And I mean, they're finding themselves almost in a deja vu situation where they're about to earn themselves, right? If they win this game, they earn themselves the 5th seed. That's the seed that they had going into Arlington.
That's a cursed seed right there, brother.
It might be. Hey, start throwing. Turn off the controllers. Like, get the mouse and keyboard out. We want 6. We don't want 5.
I mean, we joke about it.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, guys, let's not forget Luminosity. Number 5th seed going into Arlington, ended up not winning a single series and ended up in 16th place. Even the team that made it out of the open bracket, which I believe was Ether Gaming, correct me if I'm wrong, who ended up beating them out in pool play for their spots. So, obviously Yaxon and Piggy are no strangers to being in this position and grabbing, a high seed. But now my question for them is, even if you're able to win this, what do you do with it? Whether the 5th seed or the 6th seed, I don't give a damn. I want to see you do this stuff on land. I almost cursed, my bad.
Well, they're still 2 games away from securing that 5th seed. I'm sure Cloud9 has some response here in the Slayer. They're getting about to a pretty great start. 3 go down. Yaxon will be that last player alive, and Sab has a clear target in mind, but Sab caught out by the first spawner. Descendant came right off commando spawn, grabbed that utility, got the kill, and now the situation's completely turned. The Incognito have a great chance at this camouflage that's still down in the middle of the map. Descendant versus Sab, 1v1. Camo gonna go to Descendant, but the life is Sab's to take.
I love Sab utilizing that repulse in order to find the camouflage player. It's a lot easier if you're slamming them against the wall and that camo doesn't get activated for as long or as quickly as it should. 8-7 lead here for Incognito. Precision, well-placed grenade. Descendant cleaning up the pieces, and Boo Boo Doo tries to get out with his life, but Precision, he's just precise. But the movement with the shot, it don't matter. My man is just doing his thing.
Staying in the back, ready to take this fight against Lethal, but Lethal gets the kill and, well, eventually get traded out, but that's close quarters engagements against a sidekick. Great win right there from DJ.
Switching over toward Descendant. Tries to slow things down, but Septify catches Precision gets there just a second too late, and although he gets 1 kill, not able to take down both. Notice the camouflage is about to come up over on the mid-map. Lethal, bit of a prediction grenade. Sab set up. Cloud9 want this camo.
Yeah, 15 all. This camo could be the big swing in this game. Septify on a quick flank. There's 2 more to deal with, but the support was there, but there just wasn't enough firepower. Sab will be last alive. His job, eat the camo, but that might be too much to ask for. I don't think anyone had the expectation of Sab seriously stopping 3 players from grabbing that camo and getting away. And the damage, Tony, it's starting to unwind. This is bad for Cloud9.
1-16 lead here for Incognito. Trades out his life, which is good to get the camo off of the map there. Sab goes right after Precision and earns a Stalker rifle for his troubles. And Sab smartly retreats back toward his spawning teammates.
Yeah, he catches that player coming off rotation. Those are the kills that Cloud9 desperately needs, right? The easy ones. Players getting caught on their rotations. The places where you have guarantees. And if Cloud9 can start to stack those up, Incognito, their lead is going to dissipate.
Double push on Incognito towards his back A side. Septify navigates it pretty well, and Sab cleans up the last player there. I think Jackson is just hiding in arcade, just kind of waiting for everybody to pass him, but Lethal spots him out. The remaining 3 players now stuck over towards Subway. Sab understands the assignment. He's gonna get aggressive. He's gonna put that pressure on him. Puts Descendant down. Boo Boo Doobu gets a double kill, and Cloud9 just turn things around like that.
That's Sab playing the opponent, not necessarily the game. He saw that the challenge was against Descendant, dropped out. He knew that challenge was coming. Like, Descendant's never gonna disengage from that. He set himself up for a perfect pre-aim, expecting a hyper-aggressive challenge, and punished Descendant on that overextend. Great play by Sab, and he went on a monstrous run. He's 10-5, double positive in a crucial moment as Cloud9's regained the lead.
Less than 10 seconds do we see an active camouflage coming up. Piggy wants to get into a more stronger position, but it is just too little too late. Cloud9 slay him out at a perfect time in order to convert those slays into a camouflage. Now Sab going ghost. Meanwhile, his teammates are falling around him, which is going to be really important here. Sab still wants to get value. Could it be a backsmack? No, it's a split second too late, and still his teammates are staggered at the moment. Incognito bring us back within 1 kill.
Sab has been patient with that camo just to have it revealed by his teammates. Nade, oh no! There could have been so much more to that play by Cloud9, but they still are able to go positive in the engagement. A +3 spread in this game now as it's 35-32, and Septify has the power weapon at the top of B, while Incognito find themselves trapped inside the base. Dangerous moments that could start to spiral this game into Cloud9's favor.
38-34 here for Cloud9. Septify able to grab about half use of this Stalker. Precision going right after Lethal over on the off screen here. And now we see Boo Boo Doobu and Sab pushing together through the purple side. Incognito kind of rotating on top of each other towards the strong side of the map, and it's going to work out. Jackson takes down Lethal. We're still double pushing on tires as Cloud9, but where the heck did Precision just come from? Precision making a play. Septify takes down 2, but it felt like it should have been more.
Yeah, that's it. There's those little moments where you stop the bleed, right? That can really change a game. But Incognito, we really haven't seen them 4 up at once. And Descendant eager to challenge that corner. He will find that kill, and that might be enough to alleviate some much needed pressure. With that, it's 2 down for Cloud9. The last 2 are taking the challenge. This is very aggressive, and Tony, my concern is they're being this aggressive while camouflage is coming up. It's only Septify that's alive to try to stop Piggy from the grab, and yes, Cloud9's only 3 kills away, but they've given Incognito a chance, a way to open that door to a comeback.
Despite being 3 down, Piggy is able to grab a hold of this camo, and Boo Boo Doobu takes a lot of damage before eventually getting cleaned up. Piggy repositions himself to cover his one-shot teammates back. Sab, he's actually go a complete center route. Piggy's like, where the heck did Sab go? Sab went center towards tires, and you see him running away from the rest of Incognito.
There you go. Sab eventually goes down. Boo Boo Doobu will follow. It's a 1-kill game. Cloud9 gets into 49, and Septify's nade. We'll get it, but it was much needed. Oh no! Ooh, Incognito kicking themselves. Septify's nade just saved the game.
Beautifully played by Cloud9. Eventually able to finish that one. That got a bit dicey towards the end, but it's 50-49. And honestly, I thought that was Incognito's game. I honestly thought this was going to be 2-0 Incognito, Seed 9 doing the damn thing.
Woo. That was scary, right? Because let's go back and think about how this all unfolded. Right, we saw 2 kills that Incognito were able to get that split Cloud9 halfway on the map. Now, what was important was that the camouflage was coming up in that moment. They got the next 2 onto Cloud9, and that allowed Piggy to get away with this camo. This camo was the opportunity they needed to make a comeback, and you saw how him being in that forward position gave them a great shot. But it's just that nade that comes out. He stuck him at the very end. And Cloud9, I think they're counting themselves lucky here. That was a brutal situation that they were in, and that nade from Septify was just enough.
Crazy to see that Streets end the way that it did, and we're taking a look at what the series layout was in the winners bracket semifinals. It was 3-1 obviously for Incognito, but Cloud9 was the one who struck first in that game 1, and then ultimately 3 in a row with Incognito's favor. Now we see Cloud9 getting there first. Will it be again where we see Incognito take the rest of the games, or maybe this is Incognito shifting momentum in their favor? Capture the flag. Aquarius going to be our swing game number 3. Both of these teams looking to swing
tied up, baby.
Towards them.
Jackson able to grab that camera right away, but Sav is there waiting at the bottom, but that trap was just another trap set by Descendant. He'll get the easy back smack, and Jackson, despite playing a hyper aggressive in the middle of the map, he's in a relatively calm situation with that camo, and Incognito's gonna have first strike in the base.
Descendant backing down, and Jackson with his camouflage wants to try to get behind him, but there's 3 members of Cloud9 just watching that angle. There's nowhere to go, but Piggy not able to survive either. Precision though, with a bit of a cleanup. Double kill out of him, and now Descendant, who was already in the base, is just eating off of that. Precision with a huge double, but Boo Boo Doo with a pivotal kill.
Are those nades good enough? Descendant, you have to feel like he took a ton of damage. He did, and Boo Boo Doo took a quick route, but it's not going to be enough out of this moment. Septify lasts alive, and he's all the way at P1. Incognito knows that they've scored first, and it's within the first 90 seconds of this game. Incognito, man, they are playing fast, they're playing loose, and they are finding crucial kills at the right time.
Incognito are the ones who made it out through the winner's side, only having to win 1 best-of-5 series. Meanwhile, Cloud9 would have to reset the bracket here in this first best-of-5, just going 3 down as Incognito. Sab taking the weak side over on P. That's going to force Incognito spawning on utility.
That's a bit of an ego from Sab on that challenge as well. He was mid-map, came off his spawn, just took the fight and from lower position 1, and that gave Cloud9 the boost needed to at least work on a counter opportunity. And then Sab, the player that started the chaos, that's gonna score right away. Wow, talking about an efficient counter cap. It's even. Camouflage up, and Cloud9.
Yeah, what's good, Mark?
Get away with this one as well, but no, Piggy there to grab the camo, but it looks like easy burns are gonna come in because of it.
And on that steal from Piggy, camouflage denied away from Cloud9. Ito finds himself an easy kill over toward the top P. Goes down to 1 shot, but sees Sab and Septify grinding forward right into the hands of a trap. Incognito left down. Lethal and Septify still gonna play forward. If they can put down this damage and turn it into kills, the spawners will be coming up for Cloud9.
See Incognito just flying through the middle of the map. It's a wave of red that's just infiltrated this base. Cloud9, only 1 player alive. Incognito, they're having to work back towards their side, right? That pressure from Cloud9 is at least keeping them in check. They're not having as much freedom as they were having in the beginning of the game and getting into Cloud9's base. Instead, it's a lot of defensive maneuvers to try to get themselves into another attacking position. And wow, Cloud9, it felt like they just bullied their way into that base, Tony. They're not stopping. They're sprinting forward on their spawns.
Tied game and a couple of denial grenades coming out of Septify. Ooh, back-to-back kills here for Incognito, and as the game slows down, Septify has to completely get out of dodge, but running away from one fight just ends up right back in another.
Got 3 players from Incognito working into that mid-map. It's going to be Piggy that's waiting for that action. Once he feels safe, he's gonna go. Boom, shots in, damage done, flag pulled. That's 3 down. As that flag's pulled, and look at that reposition. I believe Precision, he saw that Boo Boo Doo had spawned in the util. He had to take a quick readaptation, and that flag's gonna be stuck in the middle for now. Cloud9, Boo Boo Doo might have just stopped this flag in time.
Flag sits down on the mid-map, almost able to keep it alive, does Jackson, but that should be the no. Piggy comes in with the steal, and despite being one shot, he's actually gotten not only down to the car one side, but towards the yellow util. This flag could be going in. Septify with the shots. Yeah, dude, what?
What a play by Piggy, right? He got that flag touch, but at the same time, he had picked up camo, so now he's running around with camouflage in this on this map. So they have a little bit extra to go with. Cloud9's got to be concerned about where Piggy's at right now. He's sitting on that car side with this camouflage, trying to stop Cloud9's counter opportunity.
2-1 lead here for Incognito, but Cloud9 trying to capitalize on the situation. They're not going to be able to do so. Incognito not only getting the kills, but another pull here. And if they play their cards right, this could be 3-1. They've just dealt with lethal, but they've also just gone 3 down.
Boo Boo Doo 1v1. Descendant didn't have a doubt in his mind about getting that kill. That it's all chaos on that car side. You see that flag halfway home for Cloud9, but only 2 players alive to try to keep this alive. Septify is doing his best, but just too many players from Incognito there to deal with.
Precision going down here. Sab wants to make sure all of utilities cleared out. Meanwhile, Descendant going right through the middle, able to take down one before going down himself. Incognito still through utility and are still forcing Cloud9 back right now. Piggy wants to win one piv because he knows that can really turn into a flagpole, and here it is. Takes down Sab. 3 down go Cloud9. He's one shot, so he can't commit to it. He knows that final player could be anywhere.
They did get that util block out in time, so all the players from Cloud9 spawned on that fridge. 3 of them gonna hit the OE, 1's gonna wrap to the back, and they are winning their gunfights. It's felt like such a slam dunk opportunity for Incognito, but as these players go down, there's a real concern about a counter opportunity, and that counter opportunity is starting to be realized. Cloud9 have gotten the return. Now can they finish the rest of the run? Tony, I think he only gets that trade because he has that nuke combo out. He can punch faster than the player with the bandit.
Beautiful green gun play coming out of Piggy right there. And largely because of that, they are able to get the return. Jackson and Precision now going to run into a bit of a 2v2 scenario. The cleanup goes down for Descendant onto Boo Boo Doo, but Incognito go 3 down on that push. Cloud9 successfully fend them off.
A lot of times we're seeing Cloud9 just hit sprints. They are flying on these overextends whenever they get the chance, but that's the thing. They haven't had too many chances at doing just this. Septify into the base. Jackson's the first target. That'll be the first kill to at least try to get something forward, but look who, Piggy. Now Piggy has been living back here. Cloud9 needs a big bad wolf to blow this house down, man. He has just been consistently back there, pulling the flag and making life chaos for Cloud9.
Another 1v1 battle goes down, and perfect shots from Descendant leads to a bit of a curb slide action right into yet another pull. They already have a 2-1 lead to Incognito, and that flag is not only making it towards util, it's gonna be out of the base here. And Cloud9, cross-map shots, something, some grenades, a miracle, I don't know. They need something because Descendant is flying in and punching in their 3rd flag cap. 3-1 lead for Incognito.
It's just been, they've been able to execute in the base of Cloud9 a little bit too much, and we'll just keep an eye on Piggy. He's been clear on his place, on trying to get back into that base, getting into those flagpoles, and because they've had that forward momentum so often, they're getting the flagpole as they get that first kill, right? They're accelerating the clock to those flag runs, and it's been effective for them.
This camouflage, Cloud9 are allowed to take space at the moment here. A little over 3 minutes on the clock, so enough time to cap 2 and maybe more. As Cloud9 put Incognito 3 down. Boo Boo Doo lags behind with this camouflage to watch for the spawners and the overextenders. Nobody really there. Jackson does make it towards P. Boo Boo Doo does find an easy kill onto Piggy, who was really mad at that one.
Pigs aren't known for they can smell really well. They're not known for their eyesight. You know, it's like you see a shimmer, it's just a mirage. You know, just let it go. They're standing shoulder to shoulder there, Tony. And fortunately, Piggy just did not spot the camo, and Boo Boo will reap the reward.
Just a one cap advantage here for Incognito. Lethal, final player alive, left on Cloud9, so although they are fresh off of a cap, Incognito are in their base. Incognito have actually already pulled the flag, and Lethal can't even find the one-shot descendant who refuses to go down in action. Jackson getting into the mix.
Yeah, but that flag is cool. It's halfway through, and Jackson gets the easy back smack. Is there anyone from Cloud9 to stop this? Precision's almost all the way home. There's nothing there. It's almost too easy for Incognito, and Precision's lighting up the kill feed. He's 24 and 16.
He's been incredible all tournament long. Like legitimately. He is looking like the same Precision that was brought over to Complexity, that was brought over to Sentinels last year. The man is the real deal. Precision looking like his old self. Meanwhile, Cloud9 still down by 2 caps, less than 2 minutes on the clock, trying to get that flag towards the util side, but Incognito, they got their number.
Yeah, Jackson's gonna be able to clear it. This is, I mean, you're running out of time, right? You only have less than 2 minutes to get these flag runs through. Incognito, they no longer have to play this overextension style. They can really just start playing these ratty corners, letting Cloud9 push into them and trying to find easy kills, though 2 flag captures is very much possible in under 90 seconds. So important for Incognito not to get too caught up on being defensive. And you saw Septify, right? Look how he wrapped back there, Tony, to check where that rack corner is. He's purposely changing his gameplay because he's thinking, hey, these guys are gonna get a little bit more defensive in the end game.
Another 3 down here for Cloud9 is ultimately not what they are looking for. We're less than a minute on the clock now. Cloud9 needed that cap and more. Things are looking quite grim here for Cloud9, as time is just simply a commodity they can't afford to lose.
It just keeps slipping away, right? The sands are falling, and I think right now Incognito might be ready to go on a little celebration lap. Just one more round of slays, and you've really shut down the door, the opportunity for Cloud9, but the door not shut yet. Cloud9 is trying to force it back open as Sab pulls it out to the P side, but spawns come in, and now things are starting to just be too desperate for Cloud9.
Cloud9 had to try something. I mean, literally at this point, it might just be mathematically impossible here. This is going to be a 2-1 series lead for Incognito. Again, they're the ones coming out of the winner's bracket. They're the ones with the added luxury of only having to win 1 series, while Cloud9 still has to reset it. Well, now Cloud9's have to pull off, I guess, a gentleman's reverse sweep here, because they're down 1-2, 1 game away, multiply getting second place in this qualifier.
What oddball, right? And I mean, we saw so far the what the teams had won in the previous series, I believe, is still true. So remember, we had these teams played each other once before. It was a 3-1 in favor of Incognito when they played on the winner's side of the bracket. Incognito had won the Strongholds in a similar fashion. They did win the Slayer, so Cloud9 changing things a little bit, but I mean, so far it's been looking to range true, and look at that Precision, 31 kills to his name, but gonna be assist of Jackson and Descendant, man, that's crazy. 16-14 apiece.
Yeah,
30
this is the type of
assists.
team that he loves. You know, the player's putting down damage and just great call-outs, great communication, so he can find himself in a great position to just pick them off like fish in a barrel. This is exactly what Precision wanted, and this is what he got. Incognito are looking fantastic. Like, good isn't the word, great isn't the word. Incognito right now are looking like what we expected, like the complexities to look like, the TSMs to look like, you know, what even the Cloud9s to look like. You know, going into Dallas, if they can keep this same energy, watch out everybody in the venue.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I think Precision's been such a big add to this team, right? He obviously facilitated a lot of slays for his team. He has a 1.25 KD in the tournament today. A 1.25. Man, been talking about has been Yaxin. He's been so consistent on his damage output. He's been averaging over 50.
Skyscanner's a beaut. Searches billions of prices, so we always find epic deals on the best hotels.
Yaxin, he's been so consistent on his damage output. He's been averaging over 5,400 damage a game throughout the tournament, and you see it right there, 7,500 for his team that time around. He's been a big part of what's been activating the team. So despite Precision having the highest KD, we look at the KAD, it's actually Yaxin in the lead. So 1.79 in the tournament here today.
And it's funny too, because I looked at Jackson's damage stats, and you think, like, in order to get that consistent damage, you think he might be taking like a lot of like bad damage in return, but no. I think his damage differential has also been extremely good, so maximizing his damage output. But as far as receiving the damage, like, he's doing a great job of putting himself in great positions, putting down those shots. It doesn't matter whether he gets the kill or his teammates get the kill, as long as it's a net positive for the team and they're able to activate and play through that. That's Incognito's game, and this is what we wanted Luminosity to play like on LAN. Right now, Incognito are doing so, and damn it, I'm gonna go out and say this could be even better than what we've seen Luminosity look like online last before Arlington. Excuse me, sorry.
No, I never really felt like we saw Incognito at this level, or not Luminosity at this level during the online sprint before Arlington. Like, this is. Incognito looks great, and obviously they added two players that are making a big difference to that team, right? You added two of the high-flying slayers in the HCS and Precision and Descendant. They've clearly been making life a lot more fun for Piggy and Yaxin here today. Like, it feels as if these games have been pretty easy for them, right? Like the objective games that we saw, like, it wasn't really in question who was going to win them. Cloud9 has been struggling on treading water against this consistent all-out attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you know, obviously Complexity didn't have the best time before Arlington. They didn't even have the best Arlington, to be honest with you. But I've always been a huge fan of Precision, and when they dropped him, I was still shocked that they ended up dropping him. But you know, it was a move that ultimately Complexity had to make. Things just for whatever reason wasn't working out. But Precision jumps on this roster. Jackson is loving it. Descendant is loving it. I promise you, Piggy is loving it. Precision brings the level of firepower this team needs, and you have three players that are willing to do dirty work. They're willing to do objective. They're willing to put down damage and get those assists. And you have a great formula for success here with Incognito. It's a great blend of slaying power, a great blend of objective. It's everything that a winning team needs. And I know we might be maybe overglazing a little bit, but I'm liking the way Incognito is looking. And the reason why I put so much weight in this is because I also love Cloud9. Like, and they're right now winning 2-1 here in the grand finals, and this could be 3-1, very much how we saw in the winners bracket semifinals.
Lethal just won a huge fight, right? Able to take down that sniper despite being down to one shot, and not only earns them that sniper to their possession, but also the camouflage to help that ball on rotation. Now it's just down to hitting the shots, and Lethal not letting us down.
Body shot coming out there. Sab hops right on that ball, and it looks like Camo and Sniper still a dangerous combination, especially in the hands of Lethal. Two pieces, one. Good damage on Precision. Smartly just bags down, allows his teammate to finish off the kill, and 25-0 run for C9.
And so far, I mean, this has been a completely different C9 team. They're handling the pressure incognito so well. And did Lethal clip both of them on that? Looks like that might have been a collateral as you see the damage start to be acted upon. Septify and Sab clean up those two, and Boo Boo Doo will keep the doorway closed as the next player goes down, and that's clean. That's incognito are getting ripped apart on these pushes.
And again, this is the reason why I was so big on Incognito, what they were doing, because I know how good Cloud9 are. They're this good. When Cloud9 are firing on all cylinders, they can look dominant on the map right now, 57-0. And again, that's why I was giving Incognito their flowers.
Oh, we'll see how far Incognito can take this ball rotation. Sab just trying to keep his forward pressure, and Piggy ready to take that fight. He knows there's two that can push him now, and I'm surprised if we see Incognito maybe work on a quick rotation. Cloud9's way overcommitted on this nest side. If they try to hit a quick route out after these kills, they can find themselves in a great spot, but they're gonna go out for the all-out fight, and Precision's just winning it. Oh my, that's his 8th kill. I think he just wiped him just almost by himself, cleaning up all those one-shots.
Yes, we're the tail end of that. We saw him in a bit of a 1v2, and he somehow still looked comfortable within that fight. And once again, Incognito on the ball. But Sab comes in with a sneaky play, steals that ball, throws it off. You get no time here, Incognito.
Yeah, you see a player, they clearly have a goal in mind, right? He was never going to try to get that kill. It was get that ball off the map and slow the momentum that Incognito's getting, but I don't know if it was enough, right? They still have the camouflage. They're still winning these ball rotations now. They're going to be able to get a nice chunk of time here, and all that work that Cloud9 did early is in danger of slipping away, especially if the sniper went to their possession, but just winning that fight in time. Boo Boo Doo Boo gets the first to his name and a sniper to work with.
57-35 lead here for Cloud9. Boo Boo Doo Boo taking an immediate center route, a direct route right towards Piggy and Incognito to get the ball out of his hands and also finding the kills necessary. They're gonna hop right on this good objective time, past that ball, which where the player who doesn't have the sniper, Boo Boo Doo Boo, has some heads to take off.
Boo Boo Doo Boo very comfortable with the sniper. He'll take his opportunities when he gets them. Usually you see Septify being the player that has that power weapon, but this time it's gonna be Boo Boo that gets his choice, and he is dead consistent with hitting those no-scope body shots, man. It's fun to watch, but looks like Piggy was able to snuff it out, and honestly, Incognito, they're not losing any numbers on this push. Cloud9 needs to start equalizing some kills.
Less than a 30-second lead right now here. Cloud9 still have the advantage. Meanwhile, Precision 12-4 at the moment. He's gonna try to play forward, try to find out where Cloud9 are pushing for. Cloud9 are patient on this push.
Whoa! He turned the corner, he saw 3 players flying with each other, and it is chaos over at screens. Boo Boo Doo Boo, though, making the most out of it. He was able to stay alive. It's 3 down for Incognito, and the last player is going to vacate out. Sniper still in Cloud9's control, and they're still getting time. They're only 20 seconds away from winning round 1. It's Sab! Oh, there was no hesitation on that shot.
Oh my gosh, Sab precisely dissecting Incognito right there. Beautifully played, and that's what Incognito kind of, Cloud9 are really kind of known for. You know, they will sacrifice timing. They want perfectly timed pushes, even if it means waiting and being patient with it. But here come Incognito. 1 kill may turn to more, and may turn to a camouflage as well.
Dangerous moment. Oh no, Boo Boo and Sab go down, and Lethal and Septify, they're gonna have big work ahead of them.
We have gathered our strength. Our dynasty has waited long enough. The time to strike is now.
I'll send what I can your way.
The clock is ticking, Ethan. And now the fate of every soul on Earth is your responsibility.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Mission impossible.
early start helps them get through to that finish line. We saw Incognito with moments of greatness, but nothing topped this. I mean, whew, this shot, the confidence, boom! That's clean.
Round 1 to Cloud9, step 1 done to sending us into a game 5, but can they do it once more? Lethal once again with the sniper, but this time taken down a little bit earlier here. Descendant and Incognito controlling the strong side of the map, and Piggy absolutely turning on Sab.
Sab put that one out of his mind. That was a pretty brutal bandit there, and with that, everything going right for Incognito. They're gonna get sniper, camo, and ball all at once. And Descendant could really put the hurt onto the initial spawners. Boo Boo will not go any further. Lethal, who just gets around the corner.
I'm telling you, man, Descendant's point of view is one of my favorites to watch. Even right now, you know, 6 and 8, obviously not the best score line ever, but I mean, the man is not afraid to take a fight, but also knows when to put down damage and to stay alive here. Lines up that sniper. Trying to find the 2-piece here. There it is. 3 down, go C9.
And that ball hit a rotation towards B while they're getting all those kills. They are starting to really expand their presence on the map. They're going to force out dummy spawns and let Descendant try to snipe the cross onto the tower. The Incognito is really playing adaptations well, and they maybe pushed a little bit early. They gave up their A spawns, but who cares when you have angles like that with the sniper? Pop goes the Weasel, and Descendant doing a hell of a lot of damage.
And that to me looked like a quickly. It looked like a headshot on the first and a body shot on the second player for Descendant. That was interesting. Meanwhile, Incognito 65-0 run right now. This is a lot different than we saw in that round 1 from C9.
I like it when they run into the wall. Hey, hide your Spartan just a little bit more if anyone's ever wondering why you're sprinting your way into a wall, but this is completely different, right? We did not see this version of Incognito last round, and this is what we had seen in the previous objective games. Like, this is the start of the strongholds. They're gonna shut him out. Septify can't do anything to help in this spot. He's by himself, and that's it. 100-0. That's the response that Cloud9 was not expecting.
And that's one way to steal momentum right there. This is what I'm talking about. Look. Headshot, body shot. That's a quick.
That should be a headshot. I don't know how that one didn't go through Lethal's skull either. That quickly written all over it.
My God.
Oh, jeez.
Descendant comes out swinging here in round number 3, fresh off of a dominant round 2 performance, and they ain't slowing down. Another 2-piece, and now it's Descendant making sure this green side is clear, and he knows the rest of them are pushing Camel side.
You might as well hit the 360 at this point. This is montage clipping from Descendant throughout this game. Camouflage still up for grabs, but I don't think Cloud9 feels one bit safe if they know that the sniper's lurking over it.
Descendant baiting out that camouflage for a bit, but sniffs out Lethal on the flank. Can't exactly find a headshot. And mind you, Ball is here as well, so they might be able to work in tandem, work together to clear Lethal out on the C side, who's being so annoying and buying enough time for Septify to take height with that repulse, for Septify to then come in with the double, almost turns it into a triple action. Jackson barely staying alive.
See, this is what happens at the end of the game, is Lethal didn't get a kill in that situation, right? It doesn't look good for his stat sheet, but that play doesn't even start to happen if Lethal doesn't get to that spot to pull that sniper off that angle, right? Like, Lethal's job there was to open up a gap to let Septify get camouflage. He did it brilliantly, right? He got the sniper off, was then able to stay alive and make those players focus on them to let the camo player get up the map to eventually get those kills, and now they're going to be able to retake the lead, or take the lead for the first time in this round because of that play.
Portally back and forward, trying to confuse the enemy team. Meanwhile, Descendant, it's a huge kill over towards Pillars, trying to find the kill on this ball carrier, maybe force that play ball, and looks like they're able to do it. And if they can continue to slay out like this, they can get a head start towards the next ball.
it's just gonna be Sav and Septify, and they're on the other side of the map. Piggy was able to get around that corner despite taking heavy damages. He will be able to get a nice chunk of time because look how far away Cloud9 is. But dude, Lethal has been a terror. He's been terrorizing those players every time they get to that ball. And Incognito, they feel like they should have a lot more of that ball time than they do. Lethal's been critical to shutting down the effectiveness of Incognito.
Cloud9 are able to come off a spawn, 3 down, go Incognito and Septify on the ball with that QT. Meanwhile, Boo Boo Doo gets away with the camo. We see Sniper about to come up here as things slow down here for C9. Incognito are looking to pick that pace right back up.
When the series started, right, well, all the eyes were on the main slayers of these teams, and they've been popping out and performing here today in this round. Septify 23-18, Precision 27-16. They've been a big part of the success, and if Septify can maintain that pace, right, take over that main slaying role for this roster, I think that's when Cloud9 is at their best, is when he's slaying out.
70 points here for Cloud9. Just about done with ending this round right now. Incognito maybe have 1, maybe 2 good pushes left, and you're gonna start off staggered because of the slay from Boo Boo Doo. Almost lines up the Sniper, but he doesn't need to get the kill. The rest of his team is able to get it. 85 seconds here for Cloud9. Time is winding down fast. Finally, they're able to get that ball out of their hands, but it's a play ball immediately.
Yeah, Lethal, though, he's going to be able to stop any sort of push towards that ball. But the shots go over the shoulders of Precision, though, and this is the opportunity they've been waiting for. 2 players down for Cloud9, but how did Sab just stay alive at the tower? He's causing chaos, and Cloud9, they just ripped the ball away. They only had 1 kill. They completely rotated away. They're just a couple seconds away from winning the rounds.
Big time objective efficiency coming out of Cloud9, stealing that ball, and that's gonna be the final seconds going here. It's not enough time, and Cloud9 sending us into a game 5 here in your grand finals.
It's just Sab played such a crazy position, right? He just stayed there, hid himself in that tower. Once he saw an opportunity, he threw that ball away, and Cloud9 instantly went into action. They weren't necessarily concerned with getting all the kills, but rather just putting space between that ball and Incognito, understanding if they got around the corner, there wouldn't be enough time for Incognito to challenge and prevent that round from going their way. And they've earned themselves a game 5, and you don't want to play Slayers against Cloud9. That's where they're at their best. This is going to be a tough position for Incognito, but they do have this loss to give up technically, right? They don't want.
Hello! Long commute?
Good morning. The weather is 7 degrees and raining. Traffic is slower than usual. We suggest you leave now.
It's time to move. Closer. Reynolds.ca.
At Athabasca University, we understand that your path to success is unique. Our graduates all have one thing in common. They chose a university experience that worked for them. With flexible scheduling, affordable fees, 24/7 online course access, and personalized student support, we empower you to achieve your dreams on your terms. Your education, your story, your success. Join the ranks of inspiring graduates who made their journey count. Open your options with Athabasca University. Your future begins here.
Interesting game from them because they were so dominant in that second round, but round 1, round 3, that's when Sab and the rest of Cloud9 came to life. I still thinking about that snipe that Sab hit, man. That was a pretty shot.
This round 2 that we're watching highlights from was crazy. 100-0. Almost gets to Quigley right there, the Descendant. That was about as dominant of a round 2 that you could see, and now I'm asking myself, I want to rewatch it. Like, what happened? What was the difference between that round 1 and round 3 that was just so different for Incognito in round 2?
I think it came at this point when Lethal was able to get in, distract that sniper Descendant, and allow Cloud9 to get that camouflage. They were finally able to get their foothold needed to gain some momentum, because at that point it was 128 straight seconds of ball time for Incognito, right? It was all the momentum. I mean, look at the score at the end of this game, Tony. they had more ball time than Cloud9 did as a team.
That they did. Look at the stats right now. Impressive with the kills, impressive with the assist. KD looking decent across the board as well. But now going into Slayer, the only thing that matters is kills and deaths. And it's actually going to be Solitude as our game number 5 here. Think about the camouflage, think about the shock, and think about what these two players on screen can do with it. If Septify or Sab get a hold of that shock, oh, it's going to be bad news for Incognito.
And these are the Slayers for Cloud9. These are the ones that that you're expecting to step up into this moment and to really perform. Septify is going to have a lot on his shoulders as well. He is just known for his prolific Slayer game in particular. And I'm very interested in the battle of the main Slayers on either side.
You know, on the other side of things, Descendant and Precision, who have been lights out all tournament long. Every time there's a highlight that you see on screen, it's usually Descendant and Precision. They're just built different. And now I feel like this is where it's tough, because I feel like everything that you've done so far in this tournament, no matter how good you've looked, no matter how much we've highlighted you and talked about, this is the only thing that matters. It's game 5, it's grand finals, money on the line, a better seeding going into a huge tournament in Dallas. This is what really matters. I don't give a damn how you performed in game 1 of round 1 and game 1 of this very series in the grand finals. What I care about is performance, timing, execution by both of these rosters. They both have to get it done. Cloud9 to force the bracket reset. Meanwhile, Incognito, 1 win here, and they're your champions.
Septify, known for his Slayer gameplay. He was one of the best in the game type last year, and he's been a top performer this year so far. Top 5 KD overall at HCS Arlington. I'd be expecting to see him do a lot, but it's Incognito that got away with the camo, but they didn't get far. Sap cutting him down.
Early start here for Cloud9. Oh, Sab with some excellent shots over toward the sniper side, defending things well. And Incognito spawning backyard. Septify, he has a head start towards it. Sab is now going to create a little 2-pronged attack. They're trying to trap Incognito.
Well, Incognito, they've really condensed their positioning. All 4 of those players are holding hands. They're giving up this entire map to Cloud9 in order to keep all their bandits connected. We'll have to see if this risk is going to pay off. Off the pad, can he shoot the... Oh, not enough damage! They get away! Boo Boo Doo, right idea, just not quick enough to take the shot.
Roll lead here for Cloud9. Boo Boo takes height, and because of that is able to find the backside of Descendant. 4-1 start here for Boo Boo and Cloud9.
Very interesting, that double push from Incognito to get towards lift. Usually you don't like just to send players there in the Slayer like that when it's even numbers, and Boo Boo was able to get right behind them, get that damage down. And Incognito, they're not even getting trades, Tony. It's just been all Cloud9 to start this game. The Sab has not died yet, and he's been just finding the back of every player on Incognito.
What a performance coming out of Cloud9 here in the game 5. They were down 1-2 in the series, and after a huge win in Oddball, sending us into this game 5 in a dominant start, 9-3 now, as Incognito finally start to chain together a few kills their way.
With that shock, able to just take down Precision. Those lives they're gonna matter in this game, right? The ability to stay alive while one shot and to get extra value. Every kill Boo Boo Doo's getting here is a kill that's extra value. He should have died in that engagement. Now he's got an extra 2 for his team, and I don't think he's quite done yet. He's ready to challenge in with the rest of his roster to finish off this collapse.
Bit of a miss melee does end up costing him his life to Sab, and Precision in a 1v1 against Boo Boo, and eventually turns into a 1v2 when Lethal gets involved, but Descendant with the quick cleanups.
Septify, he has no help. He's gonna try desperately to get away, but all options are closed. Players were coming out everywhere to get rid of that escape, and for the first time this game, Cloud9 are the ones that are trying to get out of their spawn, and Lethal does just that. Man, he had quick, decisive action to get towards that bottom lift, and Cloud9 finally have the space needed to maybe do something here, but it's gonna be 2 players that go down. Now, in the meantime, they did get that shock rifle back to Boo Boo Doo, but it didn't last long. Incognito are starting to find some critical slays.
Despite the couple plays that go in favor of Incognito, it is some huge plays that are happening right back at him. Cloud9 bring us back within 7 kills right now, and Shock still in the hands of Sab.
Yeah, power weapons have been clearly in the favor of Cloud9. We haven't even seen Incognito sniff one yet. And Sab's got 1 more clip to work with. That's 3 down. Precision's gonna join him. That's all 4 for Incognito. Spawn trap is not gonna lock in at blue. Instead, they're gonna get that yard spawn. Sab was hunting that head. Fortunately, just not enough space for Cloud9 to force that spawn.
24-15 lead here for Cloud9. Sab, aggressive towards the blue side of the map, ends up going down. The same thing for Boo Boo Doo. Incognito getting slays right as camouflage is coming up. This is exactly what they wanted. Maybe this is what they need to turn things around, but Precision goes down, and so does camouflage. Sab with a crucial double kill.
I don't know about that from Precision. That hyper aggressive play with the camo, that was all 4 players were still alive for Cloud9. You have to anticipate someone having that complementary angle, but now it's a dangerous fight. All these players are basically weak. Septify is going to try to keep Lethal alive, but not quite enough. It is trade out after trade out, but the score keeps about the same. Cloud9's just been able to maintain that 7-kill difference.
30-23 right now here for Cloud9. We're on board now with Jackson. Finds out exactly where Septify is. The problem is it's just a distraction, a decoy for the rest of his teams to collapse on, and that's what Cloud9 have been doing all game long.
Sab's going to be able to take high ground, and you see them really starting to slow things down as they're checking all these corners. But Incognito, they've really have condensed themselves. They like to hold hands on this map so far. All 3 players playing that loop side, but Cloud9 not really getting punished for it. For taking that challenge. If you're gonna play that tight, right? If you're gonna condense your space, the second a challenge comes out, you need to see quick successive trades. You wanna you wanna have that team feel that connectedness.
37-29 lead here for Cloud9. Fairly dominant performance so far in this game number 5, and if things continue like this, we will be looking at a bracket reset. Still enough time, obviously, for Incognito to turn things around, but obviously not going to be easy. May start with the first kill for Piggy.
That camouflage going to be up in just 5 seconds. Incognito, they want to get Cloud9 off this LR side, and oh boy, they wrapped that corner. 2 players instantly went down. Boo Boo Doo's position's known. He goes down before the trade can come out. That's 3 untraded kills and a camouflage. Let's make it 4 untraded kills and a camouflage now for Incognito. They're right back into this game. Just a 3-kill differential, and they have Cloud9 trapped.
Despite the 16-7 performance out of Sab at the moment, Incognito bring us right back to just a 3-kill game. Things were looking like it was about to get out of control here, but action, shutting down that shock rifle player in Sab, and just like that, he has shock. It's a 2-kill game. Tools, is this going to be a crazy comeback?
I mean, they played it perfectly, right? They got what they needed. Those untraded kills, the camo, the shock, that's all starting to fall into their hands. This is the things that have been denied from them throughout the game. Once they got those advantages, they're starting to run free. Cloud9 in a position they really haven't felt all game. Trapped and trying to find a way to break the setup of Incognito, and with Precision getting that first kill. Cloud9, Lethal went underneath. Lethal's on a long-ranging flank here, and he gets the first on that flank. Is he going to be able to rip apart the rest of Incognito?
Does some good damage, but Descendant and Piggy back-to-back kills for them. Boo Boo Doo does get a finish, and Lethal is going to get his to hold on to a 1-kill advantage.
And he's still Lethal. I mean, that's a big 2 kills. That at least keeps it even for now, but Incognito, that momentum, it's not stopping. Descendant hitting him with the SK strafe, not going to be enough. Sab gets that kill. That's number 18 for him. Double positive in this game, trying to will Cloud9 across the finish line.
46-44 at the moment. Boo-boo-doo-boo. Making sure he checks those flanks. Don't worry, all 4 players on the opposite side of the map. Camouflage coming up, but no team is going to just go for willy-nilly. They need the slays, and Lethal is able to take down one. Descendant does make a play over toward the camo and is somehow able to get away. Precision drops the stick, and it's going to be a trade. 48-48. Descendant with the camo right now, and Sab is running.
Descendant spotted Septify and Sab. He knows there's 2, and look at Cloud9. They're all holding hands. They go together. It is not safe alone when the camouflage is out on the map. Descendant checking every corner, and he just got info for the team. They know where 2 are, but they have to expect all 4 players to be with each other. Must be coordinated from Incognito. Here comes the fight.
All 4 players stuck here for Cloud9, but they're able to break out. That's the first kill that goes for them, but Piggy not only gets away, but is able to take down one, has a perfect angle to bait out Septify, but Precision with the kill. Precision finishes it, and the body disrespect is there. What is that comeback?
Well, we actually absolutely have to talk about it. Incognito secures the 5th seed and wins HCS NA DreamHack Qualifier. Here are the replays.
Okay, let's see how this all went down. Descendant, that's risky, right? But with 3 players down, he was able to get that camouflage, and now Cloud9 find themselves in a sticky situation. Now, Descendant, he's known for what do we call in the business, going rogue, right? I think he had great discipline here, not to expose his position, but rather to play for info. Very much trying to wait for his team in this situation. I think this is a great place from him not to get too ahead of himself. And once he was here, it was just Incognito waiting for confirmation on what's happening. Checking all these corners, they got that info that 2 players are down, but it's right here when the action springs. Now, I thought Cloud9 had a big advantage. They got 2 players one shot. Look at Descendant. He instantly thrust it in. This is the going rogue that we talk about with Descendant, right? He's full committed into that gunfight, but Cloud9 not able to get the finish. He plays this pillar so well. Look, he jiggle peeked into 3 players. They're desperately trying to get that finish. They eventually do. And then what? Piggy plays around this corner. 3 players once again trying to team up to get the kill. Piggy just able to get that kill, and now it's Jackson in the back trying to stay like he's one shot. Precision's flanking. He's in the driveway, I believe.
Yeah, he gets the kill.
And see how close was that player at the pillar to die. I mean, they are hunting him, and it's Boo Boo. Precision's right behind him. Boo Boo Doo didn't see him, and wow, what a flank. That is players staying alive. Cloud9 had to be kicking themselves. They had 2 one-shots with all 4 players looking at them. That's so tough.
Absolutely insane, but we also have to reel it back a little bit. Earlier in the game, it was Cloud9 who was controlling the first 30 kill marks of this game, and then there must have been a pivotal play, a moment where it swung into Incognito's favor.
I mean, that point right there. I mean, I think everything in that series leads to that grand finals moment. And
turn your best idea into a bestseller. Do it yourself on Wix.
that's just beautifully done. Incognito, man. They are the real freaking deal.
Absolutely. Cloud9 had the lead most of the time, and you all mentioned how they had, power weapon control and power up advantage, and there was a moment in time where they lost that. How do you all think Incognito was able to change that map to their favor?
I mean, they got the 3 down at the right time, right? They were able to start forcing Cloud9 to play off their spawn and not be able to take the space. It's such a big difference maker in Slayers, like taking space versus giving space. At the end of the game, Incognito was very much in control of where they're able to push on the map, and Cloud9 was starting to be the ones being condensed and and concerned about what corners they could and could not peek. These back-to-back camouflages were back-breaking for Cloud9. I mean, the value that Jackson got from this one, and then, you know, it wasn't necessarily that Descendant was able to do much with the last camo in the game, but that denial and that worry that Cloud9 has to have once camo's in play was really tough for them to deal with, right? Once Descendant gets away with that camo, now they're coming off a spawn and having to check every corner. They can't really expand. They can't just try to go find and rush a kill, because you have to be worried about where that camo is checking and just running into a free death.
Now, y'all mentioned how we haven't seen Luminosity play at this level. We didn't see them playing like this at Arlington, and now they've added precision and they've added Descendant, and we saw in this specific game how incredibly important Descendant was. But I'd love to hear from you guys. How has this duo changed the game for this team?
I mean, yeah, I think Luminosity was fantastic during the online portions, and they earned that 5th seed, but for some reason, for whatever reason, it didn't work on LAN, and maybe they could have kept together, maybe could have figured it out and gone to the next tournament and been successful. But with the way that the mini roster mania ends up, and you come out of this with Precision and Descendant, I mean, that is crazy on its own. But what a gift you were I guess given right there. That is absolutely insane. Like Piggy and Jackson have been fantastic. Precision and Descendant have been freaking game changing, man. Like, this tournament right here felt like not just a big win, but a statement being sent to the rest of the league saying, dude, do not count us out. When you see us at Dallas, you better respect us.
Well, we talked a lot about Incognito. Cloud9 now secures the 6th seed going into the DreamHack Dallas Open. We had some incredible moments from teammates in this squad, specifically Sab in that Game 4 Oddball Li-Fi Slayer. What do you all think about Cloud9 now that they've finished 6th seed here on today's qualifier?
I mean, yeah, I've always been a big fan of Cloud9. You know, we talked about them back at Arlington. I actually had the luxury of casting them up until 1:30 in the morning, by the way, before Championship Sunday in their matchup against Space Station Gaming. They took SSG to a Game 5. You know, they even during the Open Series, they're the only team outside of SSG, FaZe, Optic, and Shopify to get a top 4 finish in one of the Open Series. Like, Cloud9 were already on an upward trend, and I'm actually surprised that a lot of people weren't already talking about them like they should have been. Obviously, you lose out on Manny, but and much respect to Manny, I'm a big fan. But I mean, come on, Lethal's also one of the greatest players to ever touch a controller in Halo's history. So Cloud9, they obviously have been on an upward trend even before Arlington, even at Arlington. I don't know why we're surprised they even made it to a grand finals. If anything, a lot of people might have had them winning at some point in time. They were a damn good team.
All of this says to me is that DreamHack Dallas is going to be an exciting event, and that top 6 is going to look incredible now that we got to see what Incognito can do, what Cloud9 can do, and what the rest of the squads can do. I would love to ask Tools if he has any other players he would love to highlight.
I mean, I felt like this was a big moment for everyone on Incognito to step up to the plate, and I want to give a big shout out to Action Jackson. Man, he went through, he was like the direct cause of so much roster mania these last 24 hours. He has to be feeling pretty good about his decisions, right? Because it was just like, oh, dude, what do I go with? I could go with one team, I could go with this other one. He decides to solidify himself as Incognito, and they come out winners, and man, they went to war to get there here today. So I want to give a shout out to him. And I also, like, you know, we're talking about the stats that Precision was laying down. He obviously got that final kill, and he had the highest KD for his team. But Action Jackson was there doing the dirty work and the assists, right? He had a 1.79 KAD last I looked. I'm not sure what it was at the very finish of that series, but man, that has to feel very good for him to go through all that roster mania and to come out with the 5th seed for his team here today.
Yeah, did you all expect this tournament to go the way it did?
No.
I want to know what your predictions were.
I thought TSM was going to take it, Tony. What were you thinking?
My prediction was exactly this. My prediction was exactly that
Oh,
Incognito
I
was
see.
going to beat Cloud9 in the semifinals.
Did you
I
write
knew
it down?
Cloud9 were going to make it out of the lower bracket into the grand finals. And then I also knew that although things would look bleak for Incognito, I 100% knew that Incognito were going to do it in the game 5, specifically in the first series as well. This is exactly how I predicted. I mean, we're talking word for word, bar for bar.
That's crazy. You must be. Yeah, that's crazy, Tools. Wow.
Yeah. For sure. I think, Tony, you're too much, man. You're too much sometimes.
I did think we were going to see TSM at least in the grand finals, but I want to say this grand final series was exciting. It had us at the edge of our seat. Cloud9 almost took that game 5 and reset the series. It was so close. We could have had a grand final reset here. Anything could have happened, and I wish for nothing better than a grand finals that ends like this in an exciting way. While we're here, I would love to remind everybody to pick up their last few remaining LVTTs. Go ahead and click the link in the exclamation mark merch in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, though, click on the link and don't miss out on the last few remaining tees we have. Tools. Hello.
Yax is here.
Yeah, who's that? Who's that? All right, everybody listening to the stream right now, we have brought in Yaxon to chat with us about this last series. Tools, take it away.
Yo, Yak, dude. Yeah, I heard roster mania was crazy. These last 48 hours for you. So first of all, why don't you walk us through how this team ends up becoming a thing in the first place? Because I think everyone's like curious with all the drama that went down. Like, what was your path to finding this roster?
Okay, so basically, you guys know that team we played with last week won with Abusi, Cherish, and Collect. So we thought we played pretty well, you know, but obviously complexity. They ended up dropping Ethan and Huss. So they poached Abusi and Cherish from us. So me and Collect kind of tried to look for two, you know, because we just came off a good performance. We kind of believed in each other. Ultimately, it didn't I ended up going to try something with Piggy, and then it wasn't like the best thing. So I ended up going back to Collect, trying it again, trying a different team with Huss and Ezo. And I wasn't really feeling that team either. So I actually texted Descendant at 12 o'clock at night if I could get back on that team, because I heard Precision was going over there, and I really wanted to play with Precision because I'm a big believer. He's really freaking good at the game, obviously. So they ended up taking me back, thankfully. So that's how we ended up here, man.
Love that. Even before this roster made that happen in 2025. Talk to me a little bit about your journey as a player, getting to this year. I mean, you've been on some very good teams before. You've had some great performances and whatnot up until now. I mean, obviously, I love this team for you and what you've been able to achieve here. But talk to me about your journey to make it into year 4 of HCS.
Okay, so year 1, I went to one event. I went to Kansas City with actually Natrox, and he still plays. So I went to Kansas City with him, and that was kind of my first team, dipping my toes into the HCS scene. And that was fun, and I got hooked automatically, the atmosphere of the LAN environment, all of it. I just loved it, so I kept playing. Didn't really team with too many people. I just found my boys Grand Shiesty, Tricky SRO, and M305 actually, and we became Darkest Hour, and so we stuck for the entire year, just getting better placements every single time. We never were able to make it out, but we made it to the final rounds two times. And then after that, so I knew I wanted more, right? I thought I had something special. I thought I knew about the game. I'd learned a lot, and it was time for a new path. And Chris Common actually reached out to me, and he also helped one of my close friends, Breaking Shot. He really made him into a great player. you see where Dylan is now. Like he was on a good path, so I wanted the same for myself. So shout out Chris Common. Like he really last year like took me under his wing, taught me about the game, everything. And last year was a big learning experience for me. Like I was making pool play, but we obviously weren't doing well. But that was like a learning year for me. And so coming into this year, I knew I really wanted to like go take it further and use my experience that I learned, and I could go and play with anyone and use that experience and put it onto them and really just, you know, Arlington wasn't the greatest experience, but, you know, it is what it is. I feel like we got a shitty pool, but...
I need you to trust me. One last time.
You gave him an aircraft carrier?
Mission Impossible.
So I don't know. I don't even know what happened. I blacked out, right? And it ended up 49-49. I walk in the yard. I'm sitting behind the yard pillar, and Precision just comes in from behind and gets the 50th kill. Like, he's him.
Right? It felt like chaos inside that like the last kill. You guys are all standing in blue. Like, in that moment, like, how are you guys staying alive? Were you like surprised that you were alive at the whole end of that, man?
Yeah, of course, man. It felt like eternity behind that pillar, and then I watch it back, and it's only like 3 seconds. But like, I'm sitting here, and it felt like literally a year. Like time slowed down. It was insane.
Was there a pop off? You know what I'm saying?
Like, of course.
Yeah. Hey, keep it PG. You know, I know you, Yaxon. You gotta keep it a little PG for us. But what were you guys saying at the end?
We don't have no beef with those guys, so it was just GG's, you know, like, that was a really good series, probably the best, like, Game 5 I've ever been a part of, just a really good series. I hope you guys enjoyed it, like, nothing against those guys, honestly, so it wasn't like a pop-off towards them, we were just happy to win.
Enjoyed wasn't the word. That was probably one of the more exciting Game 5s, 50-49, that we've seen in a while, and the fact that it happened in a grand finals matchup like that, I mean, dude, that was quite the hell of a show that you put on, man. That was fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, well, my last thing before we, you know, before I give this back to Aliek, I wanted to ask you, like, what was your highlight so far with this roster? Like, when you go back and you look out throughout this tournament, not just like winning the game, but the accomplishment that you had, but like when you're playing this entire tournament, when you're playing with this roster, was there a moment where you're like, oh, this is the team, or like something that you took away from today that made you really confident in your decision to join this roster last second?
Honestly, just 3-0ing TSM. Like, those guys are really good at the game. Like, those guys have been around a while. Like, they understand the game. I mean, top 3 at Worlds. Like, they're just great, amazing players. I really look up to them, and it felt really good to 3-0 those guys. And I knew right there that we made the right choice, for sure.
Well, Yaxon, I just wanted to ask if there's anything else you'd love to add or to hear, to tell the audience watching us right now.
Just shout out my team, and thanks for LVT. Thanks for putting it on.
Let's go. All right, Yaxon, thank you so much for joining us. Let me see. Hold on one second. I think we got one more word from Tony. Tony, what you got?
Well, I was gonna say that was a great one to end it on. Honestly, you know, I mean, give yourself a shout out and whatnot. Where can we find it? Can we find you on Twitter? Can we find you on Twitch and whatnot? Where can the people find you?
Yaxon everywhere. Just my gamer tag everywhere.
There you go, everybody. Yaxon everywhere. Thank you so much, Yaxon, for joining us and chatting with us here today. And congrats on getting, winning the qualifier today. And it's been incredible seeing how much you have grown since last year. So congrats. Can't wait to see where you guys make it in Dallas. And I'll let you head on out and enjoy your win.
Thanks, guys. Peace.
All right, everybody. So that was Yaxon from Team Incognito, who just won the grand finals here in the HCS DreamHack qualifiers, which are, what, 3 weeks away, everybody? I cannot believe how much Halo action we have had since just before Arlington. We have been covering so much, and I feel like this year is just getting better and better. Do you guys feel that too?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's getting better and better, like you said. I mean, obviously we have, you know, a big 2, big 3, big 4, whatever you want to call it. But we have some big expectations for the optics, the Shopify, the SSGs, and the phases. But this tournament should have showed everybody that you can't count anybody out. You can't count the TSMs, the Cloud9s, and even the Incognitos. They're going to test these teams.
And we've been highlighting the teams in North America, but you gotta also keep in mind when we go to LAN, there's some dangerous shooters over there in Europe. I'm very excited to see what Nemesis and Zero Tenacity look like. In fact, European Halo, shout out to them. They gave us a raid earlier today. They said that went to Game 5, Grand Finals resets, both sides. So Zero Tenacity's going blow for blow with those guys. I'm very excited to see kind of where North America is shaping up, and if Europe can make Sunday. This LAN is going to be so exciting to watch.
Absolutely. I feel like the teams outside of NA have been getting so much better too. And we've seen also top 6 get better here on NA side. So who knows what will happen at DreamHack and in the DreamHack Open in just 3 weeks. We will see everybody here, right? We'll see you online. We'll see you in the LAN. And if you want to support us, go ahead and click on the link, exclamation mark merch in the chat. Don't forget to also buy your team passes if you're going to be competing. And look at these two. Oh, wait, hold on. I have mine too. It's right here.
Let's go.
I forgot. I was gonna wear it, but I mean, this counts, right? I wanted to reverse it. Sure, yeah. I'm wearing it, guys. Thanks for supporting us and helping us cover as much Halo. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for being here, for sending the subs, for subscribing on our YouTube, for watching the ads, for keeping the vibes incredible in the chat. We feel so incredibly lucky to be able to do this job. So thank you, guys. This is not the last you will see of LVT, obviously. Next weekend, there will be the Women of Halo FFA on Saturday. And then the weekend after that, there will be a Forge Hub. And then you'll see us at DreamHack. So non-stop Halo action here on the LVT channel. We'll go ahead and see you guys after this break. No, we're not going on break, guys. I've been sending you guys on break a lot. It's time for you guys to actually go home and eat snacks and watch your movies, your shows, whatever it is you do on a Sunday. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Congrats again to Incognito for earning that 5th seed going into the DreamHack qualifier in DreamHack Open. See you guys on the next one.
Tell me when you love. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me when you love. Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me when you love. Tell me who do you love? Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me who do you love? Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me who do you love? You need me, I want you. Tell me who do you love? Tell me who do you love? Could it be me? Be your fantasy. Tell me who do you love? Could it be me? Be your fantasy.
We have gathered our strength. Our dynasty has waited long enough. The time to strike is now.
I'll send what I can your way.
Thanks to Freedom Mobile's affordable plans, Sam's not worried about getting a great connection at a great price. But he is worried about a different kind of connection. Oh, Sam, we can't help with that.
into the deep abyss I'll go. Stay off my radar cause I never miss. Yeah, everybody knows. So I put my hands up in the sky, revel in the storm clouds as they pass me by. Now there's no escape, I realize I'm dead in the land of the living. So I put my hands up in the sky, revel in the storm clouds as they pass me by. Now there's no escape, I realize I'm dead in the land of the living.
I know that fortune favored you with treasures I don't hold, and though the shine is dulled, that's how I'll always think of you. You were a young one then, but everyone begins. We were just children, heaven was a dream away. Running from monsters, I wish I could say that the keys that you were searching for and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. In time, the stars will shine for you out on the open road, like emeralds in stone. Just don't forget that I'm your home. I'm in your every breath. That's how the story ends. We were just children caught up in a tidal wave, running from monsters. I just wanna say that the keys that you were searching for and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. Like a child, I'll run free without the darkness chasing me. This is how it was supposed to be. When I feel like I'm done, I write a song that's not been sung, and I remember how I used to have fun. When we were just children and heaven was a dream away. Running from monsters, I just wanna say that the keys that you were searching for and the giants of the past have turned to dust. The world is ours to take, and you know it's not too late. late. Are we just backseat lovers? Am I just wasting my time? Moving fast undercovers, 'cause I know you'll never be mine. Loving on the low key left me kinda lonely. If you can see what I see, I'll just take a backseat for now. I'll just take the backseat. I'll just take the backseat. I'll just take the
Synergy Exteriors is your one-stop shop for your home's exterior needs. We've been serving Ontario for the past 15 years. Certified as GAF Master Elite Contractors, we can offer you the best warranties available in the roofing industry. Give us a call or visit our website at synergyexteriors.ca for a free, no-obligation estimate today.
sky has fallen. I can't breathe. You and me, were we broken?
Hello everyone, and welcome to another video where I attempt to fill as many collection log spots as possible on my maxed Ultimate Iron Man. So I'm going to be starting this video out at a total of 277 collections logged. In the last video, I started working towards getting every item from Barrows, and I'm currently sitting on 22 out of the 25 total items, with a chest count of 1,213. So the three items I still need here are the Guthan's Helm, Carol's Skirt, and Torag Hammers. I also forgot to mention this in the last video, but I've been tracking the total amount of magic XP I've gotten, and I've gotten 416k just from doing this so far. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. Also, a reminder that I can get elite clues as rewards from this, so I'll be doing all of those as well. Alright, first chest of the video, give me some luck here, and nothing. Well, only 3 chests later, there's the first item of the video, a Guthan Skirt. Chest 1,230, an Aram's Top, and there is a Varix Flail. So my recording just corrupted, so I wasn't able to show the chest, but I did just get an elite 37 clues into the video. I was able to finish it, and as you can see, the final step was a pretty sketchy area over here in the wilderness. Alright, elite casket number 8 for a Crystal Key and a Rune Kite Shield. And there is another Darrock's Plate Body. Oh, there's already another elite. That didn't take long. Okay, so right off the bat of step 1 of this elite clue, you guys can see in the top left corner, I have to get to this location. I'll show you guys where it's at on the map really quick. If I can click on this. So I have to go to this island here, and I can only access this island from starting Dragon Slayer 2. If you guys remember in the last video, I said there's a few things that I'd probably have to take a break to do if I got them from the elite steps. And this is one of them. It's like 15 minutes into the quest or something. I don't even have to kill any of the bosses. In order for me to even start this quest, to get there though, I still have to do the quest A Tale of Two Cats. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete this one. Okay, easy quest out of the way. Now it's time to start Dragon Slayer 2. Okay, yeah, that really only took like 10 minutes, but I have made it to the clue spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the step finished, and hopefully I'm still able to finish the entire clue. Nice, I was able to finish it. Let's see what I get. Kind of the usual here, a couple of rune items and some Dragonstone items. I think the last unique I got was on the second clue, and there's a Varix Brassard on 1266 and another Carol's Coif. Finally, I get an item for the log, man. The last one was on 944, so it took 335 chests just to fill this next log slot. Only 2 more left to go now, though, the Guthan's Helm and Torag Hammers. There's a Varix Flail, and 5 chests later, some more Torag Plate Legs. Okay, so I put this off for a while. I should have finished this, like, when I started doing Barrows, but I still have 2 more combat tasks that I need to finish here. So the first combat task is to do a complete run and loot the chest without having more than 0 prayer points. So for this, I'm just going to be using Ice Barrage. The only actual scary one here is Darrock's, since his max hit is like 57 or something. So if I don't do enough damage to him, and then I don't catch the freeze like I just did on the screen, yeah, he can hit me pretty high. Yeah, with him being out of the way, the rest of them are pretty easy with a decent amount of food. Also got Torag on my tunnels, so that's all of them down. I just need to go and loot the chest now. Faithless Crypt run completed, only 1 challenge left to go. So this next one actually took me quite a few runs to complete. It was actually kind of annoying. And this one was to kill Darrock, Varric, Torag, and Guthan without letting them attack you with melee. Once again, for this one, I also used Ice Barrage, and then I basically just had to pray that the freeze caught and that I did enough damage to kill them after the freeze caught before they got unfrozen, because then I'd have to catch another freeze or they'd hit me. And with this chest loot, there is Can't Touch Me completed, and also all 7 of the Barrows skill challenges done. Now I can get back to just doing Barrows normally. This is just perfect. Getting an item on 1,337 chests. I love it. And there's a Guthan's Body 2 chests later. Ooh, another elite clue. I believe this is going to be the 3rd one of the video. So thankfully here with this step here to enchant some Dragonstone jewelry, I showed you guys in the last video that I was thinking ahead with this, and I kept 2 Dragonstone items in my looting bag in case I got this so I could charge them. And these are just rewards that I got from doing the elite clues. So holding on to these paid off. Alright, elite casket number 10 for a bunch of items and also a master clue, which I will be attempting to complete. Well, this is really random, but there's a Flam tier bag added to my collection log. I got this step to burn a fire remain, and I decided just to loot the chest really quick since I had an extra key left over. It's nothing too crazy. It's like a 1 in 3 chance or something to get the bag. I did also want to mention that this step in particular is really annoying on an Ultimate Iron Man. I've been spending like 30 minutes just trying to finish it. Wow, no way I actually finished the master clue. So these are between 6 and 8 steps. And I got spoon-fed a 6-step master clue. I'm happy I got this one too because it took probably like an hour and a half to get everything done on it. But here we go, guys. Something I didn't think I'd be saying for like the next few months. Here's the first master clue casket. And it's also a mimic. There is the second mimic down with literally 1 food left. I believe this one was 1 second slower than my first mimic I did. That one was like 1 minute and 16 seconds. All right, here we go, guys. I'm super excited for this one, and that is the mimic done. Let's go ahead and open the first master clue on the account, and I got 2 uniques from it. What? No way, man. That is absolutely insane. All right, let's see the clan chat's reaction to this one. All right, let's go into the master clue.
Oh shit! What's up, boys? My bad. This is probably playing on. Just I guess it was on the LVT Twitch. And it ended, so I just went to like the next video. You guys were watching like some RuneScape for a bit. My bad. My bad. Wait.
Not here this weekend. They're chilling. They already know their spots secured in DreamHack Dallas. So Incognito for the first lead, but it looks like Cloud9 has bounced back.
Oh, this is from earlier today. Hell yeah.
Incognito is right back in the hill, and it's a narrow 5-second lead. Approaching the final moments of hill number 1. I don't see enough pressure for Cloud9, and as long as Descendant can hold it down with the shock, they're going to get this one, Eli, and it's not even going to come down to him with the shock. Where did Cloud9 go? Were they playing for next?
I think Skeptify died early in the push, and they recognized, like, we've already had a numbers disadvantage. We might as well just play for next, and it looks like it's going to pay off as Sav finds the triple and a shock rifle that puts some hurt on the next round of spawners as well. So, yeah, Cloud9 definitely, as soon as they lose a player, decide to pivot to the next hill, and I think that was a good call.
It's hard to concede and say, we don't got this, but you say that in the hopes that you can say, we got this next. As, man, Sav is popping off. Well, that previous triple kill grabbed the shock rifle from the hands of Descendant. Now it's Boo Boo Doo Boo for Cloud9 doing what he does best with the camo, and this is exactly why you play for next, Eli. It's a 100% run for Cloud9. They might score the 100% before Incognito get one on the board, and as long as Boo Boo Doo Boo can secure the trade, which he does, it looks like Cloud9 is going to tie this one up at 1.
This feels like one of those things that might be a difficulty for a new roster like Incognito. They're still figuring out what each other want to do. It felt like half the team wanted to push and break that hill, and the other half wanted to play for next. It results in a 4 dead, which means Cloud9 have.
Okay, that was only for like 5 minutes. Wasn't too long.
And look at this, they continue to roll.
Lady Diddy.
Sav with some great long range shots, gets 3 into Yaxon before he gets taken down, but ultimately it was still 3 dead for Incognito. Cloud9 still looking good for this 3rd hill as well.
Sav takes Yaxon down to half shields. I imagine that rerouted his decision low. He can't stay up high. Low shields. Now gets back up on top towards the cafe. Lethal down to 1 HP. He's got the shock and he's got help over his left shoulder. Slides in, but Piggy takes him down. It looks like Piggy's going to survive with it. He's got the shock now. Shots into the back of Sab as he continues to push up. Sab, the only player alive for Cloud9, so you know he's being triangulated. See it now in the first-person point of view from Yaxon, but Sab is on fire here to start the day, and he gets another one sliding through onto Piggy. The nutty double kill secures more hill time for Cloud9. Sab, pop off.
Sab has been playing incredible this season so far. There's something about this roster. Maybe he's just hit that 10,000 hour mark that now he feels in flow state. But he has been playing so well, just been an absolute monster as far as slays go for this roster. That trend continues, 9-4 so far to start this game. Skeptify, though, 9-5 with 6 assists as well. So these two, the dynamic slaying duo, while Boo Boo and Lethal are comfortable to just hold down the map and make things easy for them. I love the chemistry on this roster.
Sab's cooking.
Anterioridad, ahora vámonos con un espectáculo a punto de nacer, mi buen Rocket.
Ya lo mencionaste tú, mi estimado. Justamente vamos a darle al todo por el todo. Estamos más que preparados y listos porque Ha habido una cantidad de show inimaginable. Y mira, como siempre, los equipos nos dan de qué hablar. Ahorita la final que tuvimos. Ok, antes de retomar, antes de hablar de lo que pasó, mejor hablemos de lo que va a pasar. OctaKids en contra de Cinta Negra Esports. Se viene con toda la actitud, mi estimado.
Estar muy, muy bueno. La verdad es que Cinta Negra, ahí me ha tocado platicar un poquito con ellos, ¿verdad? De repente conocer un poquito la historia. Y pues uno de los equipos más prominentes de aquí dentro de la escena mexicana. Entonces, pues obviamente estamos más que listos para que nos deleiten con absolutamente todo lo que tienen a nosotros para darnos. Y pues genuinamente estoy muy feliz de poder estar aquí, mi Rocket, porque si de por sí dentro de lo que es México es bien complicado de repente poder encontrar lugares donde se les dé este tipo de oportunidades, ahorita lo vamos a tener.
Es correcto, mi estimado. Y ya hemos estado hablando, para los que son nuevos dentro del canal, muchas gracias por estarnos acompañando. Es correcto, Halo en español, vamos a tener, ya lo mencionábamos, equipos mexas. Vamos a tener aquí a los equipos representando. Y también tenemos la transmisión directamente en español, a todo color, a cualquier dispositivo donde nos estén viendo. Entonces, por favor, háganos saber desde dónde nos están viendo, cómo es que nos están viendo, porque aquí estamos por ustedes y para ustedes. Vamos a empezar con un Slayer. Esto desde ahorita ya me está emocionando, mi estimado. Un Slayer en Live Fire, lo cual, mira. Ah, es bola loca.
Es
no,
bola
no.
loca, ajá. Es
bola
la concha
loca,
mágica
perdón.
y su regreso. Se regreso de la concha mágica.
Sí, está volviendo. La calavera esquizofrénica.
Así es lo que vamos a tener al inicio.
I don't even know what they're saying, but I just know when something's funny, bro.
Ese sí Slayer. Ese sí Slayer. Ah, ok, va. Porque no alcancé a distinguir el logo ahí del segundo y dije... Ok, segundo y quinto.
Hay que recordar, ya lo dijiste tú, gracias, mi estimado.
Como siempre van a ser Slayer, pero de repente es como que me falla la visión, ¿no? Ya esos 25 años ya me empiezan a pesar. Y después vamos a tener captura a la bandera, lo cual es bastante interesante, porque ahí podría terminar todo, ¿sabes? Aquí es donde podría terminar todo prácticamente si alguno de ellos se lleva los 3 mapas así seguiditos. Pero después de eso, o sea, todavía tenemos un poquito más de colchón, pues obviamente el quinto mapa siendo Slayer también. Y el equipo que gane de esto, de OctaKids en contra de Cinta Negra, se va a ir en contra de CL Gaming, que como recordatorio fue Ether Gaming quienes bajaron a los jugadores de Cinta Negra. Y OctaKids pierde temprano en contra del equipo que se encuentra actualmente dentro de la final del bracket inferior. O sea, hace SWAT Latam.
Mira. Aquí ya tenemos una, ¿cómo decirlo de una manera amigable y bonita? Estos equipos ya tienen bastante historia. Cinta Negra, a más de una ocasión, ya los mencioné, tú los conoces, tú has tenido la oportunidad de entrevistarlos.
No, nomás cuando Persil era parte de ellos.
Espera, él fue parte de Cinta Negra, qué cosa, no lo vi venir.
Sí, ya yo fui parte de toda esa etapa. Yo ahí estuve por completo y ahí fue como que, no manches, el buen Fresila. Pero, o sea, sí he hablado con ellos. Más que nada, pero la categoría de los juegos de pelea. Que tenían de que a 6, tienen a BC, creo, si mal no recuerdo. Entonces, todo lo que son las categorías de juegos de pelea. Válgame, ya no, al parecer ya no existe la categoría de juegos de pelea.
Pausa, rewind.
Me están informando que ya no existe la categoría de juegos de pelea, entonces, hey, a lo mejor el tonto es uno.
Es correcto. Mira, yo estoy aquí contigo. Mira, si te incomodas tú, nos incomodamos todos, mi estimado. Y estoy aquí por las risas, por la diversión y por la emoción. Entonces, hasta el momento, me gustaría, hay que recordar, esto es el Losers Round, número 4, Best of 5. Entonces, hay que recordar que este es el DreamHack Qualifier. Entonces, muchas gracias a todos los que nos están viendo. Muchas gracias por estarnos acompañando. ¿Quién viene apoyando a quién? Eso es algo que a mí me interesa, me importa mucho. Porque justamente como parte de nuestra increíble escena, pues la parte más importante son nuestros increíbles viewers. Me gustaría saber, porque tenemos más de uno que son expertos de corazón, que se saben las estadísticas mejor que nosotros. Entonces, me gustaría saber primero la audiencia quién viene a ver, a quién viene a apoyar, por favor, pero por el otro lado también. ¿Cuáles son tus observaciones, mi estimado? Aquí ya vámonos poniendo salvajes. ¿quién va apoyando a tú? ¿Quién vas apoyando desde ahorita?
Pues mira, yo sí soy fan de SWAT Latam. Genuinamente yo sí soy fan de SWAT Latam, pero digo, por algo están en el lado de la final de la categoría inferior, ¿sabes? Entonces ahorita parece ser que de los fuertes viene Ether Gaming, que pues como recordatorio ellos son el Seed 1, ¿sabes? O sea, ellos son los que ya por sus resultados anteriores están esperados, entre comillas, ¿no? Se espera de ellos que gane. Sin embargo, vimos ahí un pequeño cambio, ¿no? Dentro del tempo que ellos vieron en contra de SWAT Latam. SWAT Latam los hizo sangrar, ¿verdad? Y lo hemos visto en muchas ocasiones. Ahorita se están posicionando como los titanes para poder aventarse a ello, pero si sangran, se pueden morir. Y si se pueden morir, los podemos matar. Entonces, eso está muy, muy fuerte ahorita. Siento que todos los equipos quieren llegar precisamente a donde está ahorita Ether Gaming, pero SWAT Latam es de los que siento que tiene más oportunidades, siendo aún el underdog, para poder llevarse esto.
A estas alturas, ¿crees en serio que todavía los podemos estar llamando underdogs? O sea, porque ya conocemos no solamente al equipo, sino que también a los jugadores. Ha sido una cantidad de historia que tenemos presente aquí sucediendo, pero brutal.
Sí, no, definitivamente el underdog es el siente comillas muy grandes, ¿no? Porque underdog es cualquiera que se enfrenta en contra de un contrincante que se puede, por logística, por varias cosas, ¿no? Se puede considerar que es el esperado a ganar. Entonces, o sea, sí, o sea, no son underdogs como tal, pero por el seeding específicamente, pues sí lo son.
Ok, mira, por ahorita ya lo dijiste, ya lo mantuviste, lo tenemos aquí, me gusta, pero sí, el término en enormes, entre comillas, me parece perverso. Mi estimado, esto ya huele a batalla, esto ya huele a inicio. Octakids en la esquina roja, en contra de Cinta Negra Esports en la esquina azul. Les recuerdo de que el día de hoy estoy acompañado, muy bien acompañado, por nada más y nada menos que el talentoso, bronceado, guapo y soltero de su área, Dio.
Bueno, nomás omitamos lo de soltero, ¿no? Porque después ahí me caso de repente uno que otro problema porque no lo estoy, pero así es. No, muchas gracias, Rocket, y la verdad es que me ha tocado comentar, no en muchas ocasiones contigo, no, en general no he comentado mucho Halo, pero todas han sido contigo, y pues la verdad es que me da mucho gusto compartir el micrófono con alguien tan talentoso, tan ágil con las palabras, tan gracioso como lo que eres tú, y aparte todo encima de eso,
Dígale, me lo voy a
guapísimo
creer,
también. No, genuinamente, aparte de eso, guapísimo también. Entonces, pues venga, vámonos, porque esto se pone bueno, señoras y señores. Rápidamente vamos a encontrar la primera sangre. Parece ser que no. Octakids aquí batallando ligeramente para poder comenzar con esto, pero pues, mira, no, al menos por el momento, mi buen Rocket, no ha habido muerte segura todavía. ¿Será que lo vemos aquí? No, la primera sangre no, todavía no es para nadie. A ver.
Pero nuevamente hay que recordar de que, esto es un mensaje para todo el mundo, ¿ok? Esto es una información que todo jugador profesional debería de saber, todo individuo debería de mantener. Jueguen el modo de juego, no es Slayer Plus. Lo estamos viendo ahorita justamente con nuestro muchacho, justamente Lavnix, que termina tumbándose a Asto, Uchiha. No te lo voy a negar, sí lo sentí como demasiado enfocado, pero así, era un hombre en una misión. Y, nuevamente esa misión ya está siendo apoyando, se les está escapando, se les está yendo. Tiene un poquito de, ya tenemos la bola mágica, se está movilizando, estamos viendo cómo justamente estamos un Taboli que le está haciendo lo mejor que puede para holdearlo. Granada para que no digan que no estoy haciendo nada. Y de la misma manera, el equipo de Octakids logró holdearlos enteramente. Octakids logró holdear el empuje de una muy buena manera. A lo cual llega justamente Taboli. Vamos a ver a Cinta Negra haciendo lo mejor que puede. Ya limpia a continuación este escenario. Y ahora dice, ok, tú lo hiciste en un principio, yo también. Also, gran Riz con estas orejitas, ¿eh?
Así es, The Deity Sam, la deidad Sam, vamos a decir la deidad porque suena mejor. Aquí la verdad es que están haciendo muy buen trabajo los jugadores de Cinta Negra a la hora de mantenerse más que nada con la posición dentro de la caracola mágica, ¿no? Y a pesar de que sí están teniendo varias bajas, y sí hay una diferencia ahorita por el momento por el hecho de que tienen un jugador, los de Octa Kids, que ahorita no ha podido concretar lo que él quiere hacer, ¿no? Lo cual es precisamente, pues, al menos conseguir una que otra kill, y es precisamente de Deity Sam, que va, pues, 0-2, ¿no? Por el momento, 0-5. Entonces, esto es lo que necesitan empezar a hacer, ¿no? Coordinarse un poquito mejor, porque apenas ahorita acaban de conseguir la caracola mágica, y pues ahora sí de que la posesión no está favoreciéndolos demasiado. Y recordatorio que no tienes que llegar a 100 puntos una vez, tienes que llegar a 100 puntos 2 veces.
Ajá, o sea, ¿ya me viste llegar una vez? ¿Quieres verlo otra vez? Nuevamente, 27 puntos. Hay que recordar de que el reloj está en pausa en el momento en el cual hay una jugada. Podemos tomarlo un poco como el reloj americano. Tenemos, intercambio. Esa bola está en camino. ¡Uy, perfecto! Perfecto por parte de Siranai. Está haciendo un empuje bastante sólido. No, por la
I didn't know Atzo was on this team, bro, if I'm being honest. He was on like one of the other teams, the big guys.
A pesar de que vimos ahí una maniobra evasiva bastante buena, desafortunadamente el techo no se lo permitió. Entonces, pues, no, así ándale, vamos a tener aquí.
Oh, yo, what up, you Lissis? How's it going, homie? Watching some of this MX qualifier for Dallas, see which teams we're going to see at Dallas qualifier.
Ya finalmente lo ven, terminan queriendo ahora sí. Y ahora sí vimos que de Deity Sam no se lo aventó una, se aventó 3 ahí en ese pequeño transcurso del tiempo. Parece que ya despertó.
Mira, no por nada el título de Deity, ¿eh? No es algo que tú solo te pones, es algo que la gente determina.
Use the bathroom out of the BRB.
BRB. Unos intercambios bien locos, 46 en contra de 17. La esquina azul por parte de Cinta Negra, bastante bien posicionados, bastante bien con todo. El enfoque que tienen, deciden estar holdeando de una manera bastante efectiva. La zona justamente de azul, nos vamos a ver ahora estos puntos que mira, me gusta y al mismo tiempo no, el hecho de que estamos viendo técnicas bastante internacionales, me atrevo a mencionarlo, donde están jugando con el reloj, no están yendo a los puntos, sino con reloj para poder asegurar un tanto las jugadas que se están haciendo. Pero ¿de dónde salieron los Octa Hits que se acaban de bajar a toda la Cinta Negra? Esta granada viniendo a hacer un muy buen trabajo de holdeo. Tenemos a Taboli que no se inmuta y dice, aún así, ¿cuántos más? Sigan viniendo, ¿cuántos más? Pero en una manera y en una muy buena maniobra, muy inteligente, terminan lanzando la bola mágica bastante lejos para evitar que sea agarrada.
Siento que estoy viendo una falta de coordinación por parte de Octa Kids, la verdad. Todos estaban vivos ahí por el momento, precisamente estaban en contra de Tabol, pero si te fijas, nadie intentó flanquearlo, nadie intentó irse por otro lado, nada así por decirlo, o sea, todos se acercaron de frente. Y también, obviamente, no le voy a quitar ahí méritos hasta el hecho de que Tabol apenas acaba de caer después de que te gusta, como sólidos 2 minutos, ¿no? Casi vivo durante todo ese tiempo. Pero el problema es que, o sea, el hecho de que se aferraran todos hasta a seguir presionando W nada más de manera constante es algo que necesitan empezar a corregir de manera inmediata. Aquí podemos ver cómo Siareni empieza ahorita ya a agarrar una que otra aquí precisamente para asegurarse de que las cosas estén a favor de ellos. Y mira, ahora sí vemos una coordinación distinta. Y qué casualidad que cuando se empiezan a coordinar, ahora estamos viendo ahora sí unos resultados completamente lo opuesto a lo que habíamos estado viendo con anterioridad.
Vamos a ignorar brevemente ese Octa Kids que sucedió de una manera, ya lo dijiste tú, que se le cayó brevemente el juego. Estaban muy activos, estaban de una manera bien predatoria encima de los muchachos de Cinta Negra, pero no lo capitalizaron, ya lo dijiste, llegaron, eliminaron, pero ¿y la jugada? Muchachos, ¿y la jugada? ¿Dónde quedó?
No, al rato la vuelven a encontrar, porque pues esto es lo que sí he sentido por el momento de que precisamente Octa Kids ahorita ya está jugando mucho mejor. Ahí donde necesitaban ellos comenzar ahorita con su ofensiva ya la encontraron, y hasta ahorita por el momento ellos son las personas que llevan la ventaja. Entonces nada más como recordatorio que el reloj se detiene en el momento en el que sueltan ahora sí la caracola mágica. Entonces súper importante tomar todo eso en cuenta también, porque eso es ahorita a lo que está jugando precisamente Cinta Negra. Pero no sé si te acuerdas acuerdas, pero precisamente para un calificatorio para Arlington, habíamos visto, mi buen, que también estaban jugando de que, sí, un puntito de más, un puntito de menos, y que en una de esas se la terminaron regresando por completo. Entonces son cositas súper necesarias aquí, que a pesar de que son buenas estrategias, tienen fallas monumentales que fácilmente puede llegar a explotar el equipo contrario. Pero parece ser que ahorita ya Cinta Negra no lo va a dejar absolutamente para nada, porque están a 10 puntos de poder llegar al gane.
10 puntos, ahí sí sentí un poco desperdiciado el repulsor, buscando enteramente lo que vendría siendo la movilidad. Pero, ok. ¡Ah! Si no es mía, no es de nadie. Y si me incomodo yo, nos incomodamos todos. Les quedó el ojo. Esta bola termina cayendo, pero no sin antes dar los puntos necesarios para nada más y nada menos que los muchachos de Cinta Negra. Siguiente ronda, 4 minutos 50 en el reloj. ¡Ay, chica! ¿Ya empezamos? Ya es hora, ya nos quitamos los guantes y vamos a empezar a perder el respeto hacia los demás jugadores. No. Si Areni está aquí con el Wombo Combo. No, muchachos, recuerden, están jugando bola. ¿Por qué no veo esa bola?
Ahí apenas lo acaban de empezar a agarrar ahorita la gente de Octa Kids. Precisamente, pues ahora sí, acorde el momento. Aquí snipazo. Uy, pero me lo termina mandando hacia afuera, súper importante el mantener bien los ángulos aquí, pero también intentar evitarlo a toda costa. Parece ser que Lunatics anda, pero que sí con todo, andan casi con todo ahorita los muchachos de Cinta Negra, y ya son los primeros en poner unos cuantos puntos en el marcador. Ahí el intercambio. Y esto es lo que necesitan, eso es lo que necesitan, empezar a ponerle presión otra vez a Octa Kids, porque la última vez les empezaron a poner presión. ¿Y qué fue lo que sucedió, Rocket? No pudieron con ella y batallaron muchísimo para poder recobrarla.
De todas maneras, mira, seamos sinceros, no podemos agüitarnos, como dirían algunos. Los muchachos de Octa Kids están haciendo un muy buen trabajo de empuje, pero creo que no terminan de capitalizar sobre las bajas que están generando. Nuevamente, ahorita tienen un muy buen trabajo de cobertura. Ahorita estamos viendo cómo tienen una posición privilegiada. Algunos incluso estarían diciendo de que lo que vendría siendo House es una posición que suene... Ahorita que están en House, que por favor suene Brick House. Porque es una posición bien privilegiada para poder estar holdeando la zona. Pero están llegando y que me lo sacan.
Sí, es que ese es el problema. O sea, sí es una zona privilegiada, pero el problema es que así como te pueden sacar... Digo, así como puedes entrar tú también, también te terminan pudiendo sacar ahí por el momento, ¿no? A pesar de que ellos intentaron mantener ahí en ese pequeño cubi lo que es la caracola mágica, ahora está en posesión de los Octa Kids. Recordemos que tienen que llegar a los 100 puntos, o sea, no se trata de nada más estar jugando a tiempo, se trata precisamente de estar intentando lo mejor que se pueda dentro de ellos. ¡Ay! ¿Cómo ves esa resbaladilla, Me lo mandaron así como tortilla de harina, güey, así, no, me hágase para allá.
En efecto, este nivel de agresión, mira, me emociono. Nuevamente, yo creo que los muchachos de Cinta Negra tienen muy bien establecida la receta. Tienen, ¿cómo se llama? Saben la cantidad de violencia y de estrategia necesaria para poder... Uy, se le terminó zafando así brevemente de último momento. Eso es lo que te digo, los muchachos de Cinta Negra están manteniendo un muy buen balance entre empujo, capitalizo, me alejo, hago unos cuantos puntos, mantengo a raya a los Octa Kids y nos mantenemos, mira, frescos como me gustaría estar porque me estoy derritiendo.
Así es, no, y luego déjate uno con el calor aquí, chulo. Ándale, hágase para allá unos cuantos pistolas. ¿Cómo no? ¡Excelente! El Neguti ahí jugando de una manera fenomenal, simplemente guardando su posición. Y deja tú esto, o sea, tiene sniper en mano. Y no solamente es eso, sino también va a jugar un poquito aquí por este lado. No scope, hágase para allá. No, me lo terminé mandando y lo terminaron esposando precisamente esa pared. Con cuidado, sobre todo, tenemos la ofensiva. Una vez más, me lo mandan a volar. Ándale, hágase para allá. Y la bola ahora está dentro de la posesión de los Octa Kids. Y otra vez, o sea, es lo que te digo, es simplemente agarrando poquito a poco, empezando a drenar un poco más el reloj para que ahora sí, entre menos tiempo le den al contrincante, es mejor para ellos. El problema es que esta posición o este tipo de estilo de juego solamente funciona cuando tú tienes la posesión de la misma. Y en cuanto a agresión, definitivamente hemos estado viendo una diferencia bastante significativa entre Cinta Negra y los Octa Kids.
Sí, y duele un poco. Y perdón que ahora yo tenga que ser el cruel, pero justamente Octa Kids sí les tengo que aplaudir que saben cerrar filas muy bien. Si te puedes dar cuenta, tenemos 1, 2, 3 jugadores al mismo tiempo haciendo empuje hacia la bola de manera... ¡Oh! Y ahí estaba el cuarto en la retaguardia, llegando de sorpresa, mi estimado. Y fue una muy buena cerrada de jugada, pero... Nuevamente, ¿dónde están los puntos, muchachos? ¿Dónde está la jugada? Están utilizando la bola de una manera bastante de baiteo. Puro bait, muchachos, puro bait. Y no termina de capitalizar.
Es que ese es el problema, ¿no? O sea, es lo que te digo, esta estrategia solamente funciona cuando tú tienes la posesión de la misma. Entonces, si no haces el movimiento adecuado para poder hacer que esto sea fructífero, entonces en realidad lo único que estás haciendo es que estás haciendo que todo el mundo pierda, entre ellos incluido tu equipo, porque al final del día el tiempo no espera a nadie. Estés ganando, estés perdiendo.
Bola en manos del Socto Kids, ya claramente nos escuchan, claramente son fanáticos. Justamente un Leatrice que está tratando de aplicar un poco de cobertura desde lo que vendrá siendo el nido. Directamente desde House también alguien ponga a Mezzanine. Adelante. Con este enfoque nos vamos directamente por el pasillo. Divantix que... No, otra vez, si no es mía, no es de nadie. Qué tóxico, mi compadre. Pero clásica jugada, mi estimado.
Excelente, excelente. Ahora sí, venga, pues vámonos, porque ahorita ya finalmente vemos a Cinta Negra después de una sequía bastante fuerte, ¿no? Una sequía bastante fuerte de no poder conectar los puntos o siquiera tener la caracola mágica en sus manos. Ahora ellos son las personas que comienzan con una ofensiva y sobre todo están jugándolo bastante bien a la hora de mantener las cosas aquí, pero... ¡Qué fenomenal manera de Dieti de poder cerrar esa doble, triple kill! Por el momento, y mira nada más esperando. Por un momento que salga ahí con el sniper, pero hágase para allá. Atsuchiha, a mí no me falta odio.
No tiene suficiente. Tiene la cantidad perfecta, la receta. Estoy emocionado. Ya cuando vemos a Uchiha que se desata y empieza a hacer este tipo de jugadas. Uno, ya tiene sniper en mano. Dos, llega. Termina. ¡Oh!
Wow.
¡Excelente! Ese traslocador para decir, no. Venía preparado, venía asegurado y que me bajan a Uchiha. Ahora sí le faltó odio.
Ahora sí, no solamente eso, sino fue uno de los últimos guardianes que quedó por el momento. Parece ser que tenemos una desconexión, ¿eh? Parece ser que tenemos una desconexión, señores y señores. Y parece ser que Ilian no está ahorita ya dentro del momento. Entonces, no sé qué es lo que procede en este tipo de ocasiones. Es la primera vez que me toca ver algo así de que uno de los jugadores no esté conectado. Entonces, no sé si a lo mejor sea así como que no, pues sabes que es skill issue y ni modo. Pero, no, mira.
No, terminan diciendo, se termina. Probablemente veamos de que se regresa el marcador.
Sí.
Probablemente veamos de que justamente se rehace el escenario. Y definitivamente es... Y nos vamos a tecnicismos. Si nos vamos a estos escenarios, probablemente termine siendo para Cinta Negra. Ellos tenían totalmente la ventaja. Iban 1-0, entonces... Tendría mucho sentido.
La desconexión sucede de OctaKids. O sea, la desconexión sucede de parte de los jugadores de OctaKids, ¿no? O sea... Sí, si se maneja como se maneja en los torneos en los que a lo mejor yo estoy un poquito más familiarizado, que son los juegos de pelea, si a ti te desconecta el mando, a ti específicamente tú pierdes la ronda. Y si esa era la segunda ronda con la que era para que ya perdieras, ni modo, ¿sabes? O sea, acabas de perder el juego. Entonces, eso estaría interesante ver qué es lo que va a suceder, porque sí, mira, lo mencionas tú, o sea, Cobra, Eagle, ahí lo tenemos los jugadores de Cobra, los jugadores de la esquina azul, que tenían un total de 178 puntos en comparación de los de 144, ¿no? O sea, que son, si no recuerdo, pues la cantidad de assists y demás, ¿no? Entonces, esto lo que a mí me interesa es saber qué es lo que va a pasar, porque no es muy común ver ese tipo de cosas. Y menos en un juego tan intenso como el primero que acabamos de ver. Que recordatorio, ese es el primero, Rocket. O sea, ese fue el primer juego.
Cierto, entonces ¿por qué me estoy derritiendo como si ya lleváramos un ratote? ¡Qué intensidad, qué violencia, muchachos!
Ya sé. La verdad es que se lo estaban jugando de todo por el todo, así desde el inicio. Y la verdad es que a mí es como me gusta este tipo de juegos, ¿sabes? Que digan, no, yo no voy a chistar, yo no tengo problemas, o sea, yo luego voy a ir a la yugular. Si la yugular me toma de 3 a 5 juegos y llegar a ella y poder quitarme a mis contrincantes encima y llevarme este encuentro, lo voy a hacer desde el número 1. Pero qué tan cansado puede llegar a ser eso, Rocket, a veces, es lo que me preocupa en ocasiones.
Ok, si tenemos que hablar de esto una vez, 2 veces, 17 veces, lo hablaremos las veces que sea necesario. Hay que recordar que justamente esta ha sido una discusión en la historia, en la industria de los esports, ¿ok? La diferencia más de una vez de un equipo profesional a los demás es cuando pueden pensar en el metajuego más allá de lo que está sucediendo en el escenario, llamémoslo de cierta manera, y pensar en tengo que cerrar mis partidas, cerrar mis juegos. Me puedo ir 2-0 y ya directo a la siguiente, voy a hacer eso.
Es que es lo que te tiene que buscar, ¿sabes? O sea, eso es el mentado game sense que tienen ahí, el reconocimiento de las personas. Entonces, es bien complicado en ocasiones desarrollar ese game sense porque no es algo que necesites tú tener de como tal dentro del juego, ¿no? O sea, es más bien dentro de lo que es lo competitivo. Saber de que, ok, si ellos me están permitiendo que este tipo de cosas las haga yo, o sea, si por ejemplo, ¿no? Lo que vimos ahorita, si van a dejar que absolutamente todos lleguen y todos caigan salvo a uno, entonces lo que nosotros necesitamos hacer es estarles jugando al body system, ¿no? Al 2 contra 1. Y eso nos permite a nosotros tener una ventaja numérica que es una win condition, que es una condición para poder ganar. Y si esa win condition está de manera constante siendo un factor dentro del juego, el hecho de que yo siempre tenga la ventaja numérica, de que yo siempre por mis estrategias con el body system tengamos esos trades y demás, o sea, que estemos constantemente aislándolos para poder tener un 2 contra 1 y el equipo contrario no respeta eso o al menos no toma sus medidas o sus contramedidas al respecto, entonces ahí es donde se vuelve complicado el revisar exactamente cómo y dónde vas a terminar cerrando esto, porque lo vimos ahorita precisamente con Cinta Negra, ¿no? O más bien con los OctoKids, a pesar de que hubo un ratote donde ellos tenían el dominio, Cinta Negra llegaba inmediatamente con una contraadaptación y volvía a tener la ventaja dentro del enfrentamiento. Entonces, es la adaptación a la adaptación, entonces pues sí.
Adaptación de la adaptación. Y francamente, a estas alturas yo sí me gustaría, como hay que recordar, como todo el equipo mantiene una independencia, de cierta manera, hay que recordar que en el campo lo que vemos, estamos siguiendo a un IGL. Entonces, el in-game leader tiene la responsabilidad de estar presente en el juego, mientras su coach, mientras el demás personal, ellos también tienen que encargarse del nivel de juego a nivel meta. Entonces, no es ¿cómo se llama? No se ha llegado a una sola conclusión. No se ha llegado a nada más una respuesta correcta sobre este tipo de avances. Pero mira, definitivamente, si tuviera que escoger, yo les diría, aprendan. Si viniera el genio y tuviera un deseo, le pediría que les ayudara a cerrar sus partidas.
Y esperemos que no lo malinterprete, ¿no? Esperemos que no lo malinterprete ahí. A cerrar sus partidas y luego de repente nomás ves cómo está cosiendo unas ahí rotas, ¿no? Pero quién sabe. Pero bueno, al final del día, lo que a mí me interesa saber ahorita es qué es lo que está pasando con Iliar. Porque, o sea, ya va mucho momento en el cual pues no se ha podido conectar. Y pues no sé conforme ahorita nuestro Eye in the Sky nos va a decir cuanto al reglamento, pero no sé qué tanto tiempo tenga que esperar ahorita los de Cinta Negra para poder decir, ¿sabes qué? Pues tomamos el juego. Que eso es otra cosa, Roquete. Es otra cosa que quiero tomar o quiero platicar un poquito al respecto. De que por favor. Hay ocasiones donde las reglas son muy explícitas y son muy claras al respecto de que, oye, si tu jugador no llega durante tanto tiempo o si pasa esto, no hay algo que pueda hacer. Ahora, obviamente, me refiero, por ejemplo, en lo que estaba mencionando, no lo del mando, de que, pues se me desconecta, pues ni modo, ¿verdad? Esa es la ronda. Cuando sigues las reglas de esa manera para poder ganar, ¿tú qué opinas al respecto? Y esto también es para la gente del chat, ¿eh? Quiero también preguntarle a la gente del chat. ¿Ustedes qué opinan?
¿Estamos haciendo las preguntas pesadas?
Sí, porque ¿qué es lo que pasa cuando ganas porque las reglas...
Yeah, what up, Steve-O? Facts, bro.
Y no porque tú hayas ganado.
Ok, ahí te va mi perspectiva, mi punto de vista. Ustedes díganme si estoy equivocado o no. Pero las reglas se están estableciendo por algo, ¿ok? Si es Game Day y estás consciente de todo lo que está sucediendo, pues hay que hacer todo. Los chicos están haciendo el chiste de que ya se le acabó la hora en el ciber. En el ciber, justamente. Entonces es un bro, por favor, no. Si es Game Day, no juegues desde el ciber. Escoge cualquier otra cosa. No, ya fuera de los chistes. Velo de esta manera. ¿Por qué son capaces tanto los 4 jugadores de un equipo, la producción y nosotros de estar aquí a la hora, pero otro jugador no, es una falta de respeto hacia el tiempo de los demás.
Sí, no, definitivamente, o sea, estoy de acuerdo yo con el hecho de que es una falta de respeto actualmente, ¿no? Pero también por el otro lado es de que, ¿sabes qué? Pues son cosas que suceden, ¿sabes? O son cosas que pasan, son cosas que suceden de manera común. ¿A quién no le ha pasado de que, bueno, al menos yo sí sé, en mi caso yo sí te puedo decir con mucho gusto y con mucha pena también, ¿verdad? Que a mí me ha pasado de que mi compu no jala, no tengo internet, se me va la luz, en ocasiones para quedar mal de repente con comentario, ¿no? O sea, con este tipo de cosas. Pero parece ser que ahorita ya llegó Iliatris y ahorita ya está dentro de nuevo, ajá, ya está dentro de nuevo. Entonces, ahí lo que me pregunto es que nomás lo van a reiniciar. Yo quiero violencia, quiero acción. Nosotros también queremos violencia, queremos acción, nadie. Entonces, pero el problema es que no puede haber violencia si no es parejo. Tienen que ser los 4.
Exacto, hay para todos. ¡No! ¡Se volvió a ir! ¡No! ¡Se acaba de volver a ir! ¡Ese Ciber le está... ¡No! Alguien pregúntele qué internet tiene, doña Lupe. Ay, no puede ser. Damas y caballeros, muchas gracias por la paciencia. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Así como dijo Nadie Cool, justamente nosotros venimos por la violencia, venimos por la venganza. Hay que recordar que estamos en Losers Bracket. Entonces, justamente ya es la despedida para muchos equipos. Habiendo dicho eso, lo sentimos.
Por eso siento yo que... Ajá, sí, o sea, por eso siento yo que están tan aferrados, ¿no? Y digo, con justa razón, porque saben que ya este es el bracket de luces, como quiera de que, no, pues ni modo, nos vamos al último, ¿no? Nos vamos al último encuentro y pues ya, ¿no? Te vas a los losers bracket y pues ya ni modo, ¿no? Pierdes la primera. Pero ¿qué es lo que pasa cuando ya perdiste la primera y ya estás en tu última vida, ¿sabes? Ya estás en tu última vida, ya no tienes más, pierdes una, es game over. Entonces sí estoy de acuerdo.
Game over, man.
Ajá, game over. Así directamente, FSota Indeed, son cosas que pasan. Sí, o sea, estamos completamente de acuerdo que son cosas que pasan. Pero, ¿qué tantas cosas nos pasan a nosotros para ya llegar a un punto donde decir de que, oye, esto ya está afectando a los demás, ¿no? Entonces, cosas ahí a considerar, ¿no? Porque a mí no me gusta ganar cuando las reglas me lo dictaminan, ¿verdad? A mí no me gusta ganar por ello, me gusta ganar por mi habilidad, definitivamente, el 100% del tiempo. Pero...
En mi caso no, porque yo tengo una gran falta de habilidad.
Exacto, no, o sea, también hay ocasiones donde decimos, ¿sabes qué? A lo mejor sí lo tengo un poquito complicada, pero pues, hey, cualquier ventaja que necesite yo es buena. Y al final del día, yo no tengo por qué estar pagando las consecuencias de que mi oponente esté malamente preparado.
Sí, nuevamente, ahorita tenemos 7 jugadores que están listos. Ya por fin están todos. Creo que ya está, ya nos escuchó. Ya dijo, bueno, ya dejen de estarme buleando. Estos comentaristas me están buleando bien duro. Ya. Y dijo, ya regresó.
Además está lloviendo, es que sí es cierto, bueno, o sea, sí, ahorita yo también estaría de que me gasalte y si se me va el internet, a lo mejor no. Me quedo bueno, es que mi escritorio es de madera, porque estoy tocando madera ahorita, o sea, pero, por ejemplo, ahorita en Chihuahua hay una tormenta de arena, era lo que le estaba platicando ahorita. Entonces, en una de esas, a mí es una posibilidad muy real de que pase de momento desierto y explote mi computadora, bueno, no mi computadora, ¿verdad? Pero mi servicio de internet, hasta mi luz.
No, hay que recordar, hay que estar preparados.
Rocket.
Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros. ¿De qué me perdí? ¿Qué pasó?
Es que te dejaste escuchar por un momento y dije, ay, ¿qué pasó con mi muchacho?
Yo criticándolos acá bien duro de, no, hay que estar preparados y todo en orden y todo acá. Y que a uno le pasa. Por bocón, dirían algunos. Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos de regreso a este remake. Después de tanta paciencia, muchas gracias a todos ustedes. Recordamos de que en la esquina azul tenemos a Siranei, Liatris, a Sam y a Uchiha.
Yo, what up, Taint? How you doing, bro? Yo, Taint. I haven't told anyone yet, bro.
Representando a Cinta Negra.
Bro, I got partnered on Kick. It just hasn't it hasn't registered yet. Don't tell anyone. But I'm officially a Kick partner, so I'm gonna have that check mark on Kick. I'm gonna start earning more per stream on Kick. So the more people that tune in and just like talk in chat and just lurk in chat, I get paid more on Kick. Damn, man, congrats. Thank you. Yes, bro, you're the first person I told, bro. Well, you're mainly one of the few homies that goes on my Kick account. But yeah, you're gonna see in a little bit. You're gonna see that check mark over there, bro. I got the email this morning at 3 a.m. So less than 24 hours ago, I got an email saying, hey, we're going to fast track you to the Kick partner program. You're going to start earning on every stream, blah, 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 blah. So verified. Yep, exactly. I think it's actually a step past verified. There's like verification on Kick, but then there's like partnership on Kick. I'm going straight to partnership, bro. So I think it's because my Twitch account helps, right? I have 40,000 on Twitch. I average like 100 viewers, like all that shit. So they're like, hey, come to the Kick program. So they told me to email, like do a bunch of stuff to get my account set up. I'm doing it. I'm pretty much in the process of doing that. But basically, I'm verified. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I feel like it's because of you too, bro. Like Kick looks and they're like, oh, this guy's getting a lot of support on Kick already. You know, it's only gonna help if he's verified. So much appreciated, bro. Just wanted to say thank you. Fucking homie, bro. The homie Taint, baby. This guy's helping me on the journey in life, bro, and it's much appreciated, bro. Absolute unit, bro. So right now, today, we're just chilling. I had work all morning. I came home, and I was late to the stream for the Champ Sunday. I was able to catch finals, and now I'm watching the Mexican side of it, the MX series. So we're just vibing on a Sunday. Hope everything is well with you too, Taint, and everyone else lurking. Kind of just chilling on a Sunday. Tomorrow I'm gonna be grinding again, some ranked, and then in the evening I have a Twitch drop party with RLS and a bunch of other creators. We're gonna be doing some cool games, I assume. Don't really know what the plan is 100%, but I think it's just gonna be some cool custom games and stuff. I really hope we get some third-person customs going and all that. So tomorrow's gonna be a fun stream.
Los dioses, los nuevos y los viejos, con problemas climáticos encima, aquí te tenemos dando el todo por el todo. Así como lo acaba de hacer Neguti, que definitivamente sí se arriesgó y iba por la jugada de tirar la bola por el abismo para negarle la captura a los muchachos de OctoKids, pero que no alcanzó la distancia y que termina cayendo de todas maneras.
Así es, ahí mira nada más, de nuevo, Negati.
I'll be working all day, but I'll try to drop in for a few and support the homie. Yeah, sounds good, Taint. Yo, good luck on your job tomorrow, bro. Sounds good, bro. Yeah, the drop party stuff will start at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So I'll be streaming probably throughout the day, but definitely at 6 Eastern into the night. I believe it goes from 6 until 12. But I think I'll be on earlier than that, even without drops, just streaming and playing ranked to get ready for the night. So I'll be on for the most part of tomorrow. And then obviously tonight just vibing.
Claro que sí. También el sobrevivir es toda una habilidad, Rocket.
Vaya que sí, no solamente tienes que estar consciente en... ¡Au! Olvídalo, que me lo sientan, ni me lo callan, ni sale volando la bola. Porque nuevamente, si no es mía, no es de nadie. Vamos justamente con Lateris, pero tienes toda la razón. En cuanto a un juego de competencia, hay que recordar, haces más daño y estás más... ¡No es cierto! ¡No es cierto!
Yo, Liatris is actually really good. Holy sheesh.
Looney Tunes shenanigans son estas.
And Atzel's on this team too, like, bro. That's crazy. I could have sworn and said that Sentinel won the game 1.
El grito de Goofy mientras está pasando esa granada.
No, sale volando así, ¿no? Qué increíble lo que acabamos de ver. Pero pues mira, aquí lo que tenemos es el hecho de que otra vez Cinta Negra se está comenzando a coordinar bastante bien. Lo único que le falta es tener ahí los puntos, porque de nuevo, solo son 10 puntos lo que los separan ahorita de una pérdida prácticamente, o más bien de un empate. Y yo sigo sin ver la caracola mágica, sin moverse mucho hasta el momento, hasta apenas que
Never knew what you
El
could pick
problema
up
es que
from
si
just
ya sabes
watching
que
the
si dura
certain
mucho
games
tiempo
or,
sin
you know,
estar en
seeing how other people
movimiento,
play
la
certain
caracola
situations,
mágica,
you know, you
se
can just
vuelve-
apply the good things
se-
to your
se
gameplay
estanca- se
and
estanca el juego.
take the good
Entonces,
and
eso
leave
es
the
lo que
bad.
Propia.
Sí, a veces sí tiene voluntad propia, pero se estanca el juego y si no la mueves ahí donde está el spawn original, pues ese es un problema bastante grande.
Definitivamente si no la terminas moviendo es un gran problema en el cual justamente está ahí, muchachos, ahí. El Olimpo está por allá. Alguien por favor agarre la bola. ¿Qué? Es lo que estamos viendo. Sí, son 10 puntos, mi hermano. Son 10 puntos lo que nos está diferenciando, pero velo lo abismal que son esos 10 puntos. Ahorita justamente los muchachos de OctaKids están diciendo, sí, no, ya, tenemos que cerrar la brecha. Tenemos que empezar a tomar decisiones mucho más claras, como yo con mis finanzas, que claramente no estoy haciendo. Y el acercamiento, intercambio, Saboli haciendo las suyas, bola en manos de los muchachos de Cinta Negra. Y definitivamente... ¿Buena granada? No fue tan buena granada. Se cancela, todo se cancela.
It's like I can't understand, but I feel like I can at the same time. I don't
Ahí
know.
la caracola mágica, entonces eso es lo complicado en todo esto. ¡Ay, qué buen snipazo por parte de Latris! Excelente ahí, porque no solamente les da a ellos un dominio muy bueno, pero mira, sí, efectivamente ya se la saben y dijeron, ¿sabes qué? Si este lo que hizo fue de que fue a tirar la bola, entonces mejor me voy acercando un poquito más al centro. Y aquí precisamente para poder obtenerlo y sobre todo empezar a jugar alrededor de ello, como lo que estamos viendo ahorita. El problema es que cuando la agarras así de esa manera y terminas queriendo jugarle prácticamente algo que no estás capacitado, por querer jugarle, pues oye, quieres torear no, bueno, ¿cómo era? ¿Quieres jugar con el toro? Pues ahí te van los cuernos.
Claramente. Pero nunca falta el atre... ¡Au! Taboli haciendo magia. Tenemos primera ronda después de este... no, sí, no, ya es la segunda, ya. Olvídenlo, muchachos, olvídenlo ya. Cinta Negra es el campeón.
Sí, es que no habíamos visto, no nos acordamos de la primera ronda, ¿no? Antes del cambio entonces bastante bien ahí por parte de estos jugadores. Ni siquiera habían llegado al 100%, nomás era para poder agarrar los mismos puntos y decir de que en el momento en el que lleguen a esto, ya, se acabó. Entonces, pues ni modo, ¿verdad? Así es como sucede, pero pues ahora sí vámonos al segundo encuentro que vamos a tener, que va a ser el de Slayer. Digo, ahorita esta matiz de grises nos abandona. Y Cinta Negra se convierte en negro precisamente ese matiz, porque Cinta Negra son los que llevan la batuta ahorita dentro de esto. Recordatorio que esto es un primero a 3 o mejor de 5, como quieran llamarlo. Primero a 3 o... No, perdón, sí, primero a 3 o mejor de 5. Ahí ya se me está pegando otra vez la terminología de otros esports, pero por lo importante ahorita es que nos vamos a ir ahora sí a Slayer. Y después de esto será seguido sí o sí, mi buen Rocket, de captura a la bandera, y tú sabes que a mí me gusta mucho eso.
En este mapa, lo que genuinamente es el Origin, yo creo que es de los mapas más violentos para esto. A mí me encanta, a mí me fascina y justamente tiene una dinámica muy activa en todo momento. Entonces, la emoción está presente, ya lo dijiste tú, nos despedimos un poquito, no del todo, nos despedimos un poquito del gris millennial y seguimos adelante con esta acción. Muchachos, ¿cómo se le están pasando? ¿Cómo les están gustando? Y es el primer juego que llevamos nosotros ahorita dentro de la Losers Bracket. Entonces espero que estén divirtiéndose casi tanto como me la estoy divirtiendo yo.
Y la verdad es que yo también, La verdad es que yo también me gusta mucho lo que hemos estado viendo hasta el momento. Muchas cosas distintas, mucho cambio por parte de estos equipos hasta el momento, ¿verdad? Y sobre todo es una adaptabilidad que necesitas tener cuando estás jugando Oddball, ¿no? Pero pues ahora no va a ser nada de que hay de qué adaptabilidad, no, ahora es qué tan bueno eres para los guamazos, qué tan bueno eres para las balaceras. Esto es lo que se trata Slayer. Ahora sí, en la más brutal expresión como le gustaría a todos los jugadores que fuera, ¿sabes? Slayer. Ahora sí, de que 50 kills para poder llegar y ganar. Y pues venga mi Rocket, porque pues ya estamos a nadita de poder comenzar con el enfrentamiento en el cual Cinta Negra tiene la ventaja en el marcador. Y vamos a ver si esto se traduce de buena manera también en cuanto a sus disparos.
Nadota, dirían algunos. Kids en la esquina roja en contra de nada más y nada menos que Cinta Negra Esports. Les recuerdo que yo soy Rocket Rami, el mapache verde, y toda la fortuna de ser acompañado por el inigualable y el único Dio. En la esquina roja tenemos a Cera Neiliatris, Eitisam y Atso Uchiha. Mientras tanto, en la esquina azul tenemos a Neguti Lunatics, a Tabol y a Cendrado. Llévanos a la acción, mi estimado.
Vámonos, porque comenzamos ya, pero que sí, rapidísimo, con la gente volando ahí por los cielos. Y dice, ¿sabes qué? Me entrego en paquete prácticamente aquí por este lado. Intento ahí el snipazo, no le funciona, pero lo que sí tenemos es nada más, hay un poquito de exclamaciones en cuanto a los lugares donde están. Tenemos 12 minutos Rocket, en los cuales 50 kills tienen que ser aseguradas, o las que tengan, bastarán por el momento, pero al menos por ahora. Vamos a tener aquí el Spanker, claro que sí. ¿Dónde quedó la bolita? ¿Dónde la voy a tirar? ¿Dónde la voy a tirar? Aquí, pero ¿cómo fallas el Spanker? Bueno, le dio la segunda, pero ¿cómo fallas el primero, canijo?
¿Qué fue eso? Bueno, ok. No puedo creer que estoy a punto de defender una jugada en la cual se desperdició un spankerazo, pero me voy. Pero, mira, tengo que, yo sé que todo lo que diga después del pero va a invalidar de cierta manera mi opinión. Pero, mira, es un spankerazo que fueron necesarios 2 para una eliminación. Fue un excelente rocketazo para otra partida, en efecto, pero mira, al menos ese rocket no terminó, ese mapachazo no terminó ¿cómo se llama? En tu contra.
Sí, no, definitivamente podría ser ahí. Pudo haber sido peor, ¿no? Pudo haber sido calvo también. Entonces, muy bien la respuesta inmediata. Pero pues ahora por el momento hemos estado viendo un Cinta Negra que ha estado batallando precisamente. Como que no se cansan de coordinar, no alcanzan a registrar la información de manera correcta y no alcanzan a contraplanear, ¿no? Cuando están jugando con el objetivo exclusivo de matar y no solo y no con algo adicional, parece que están quedándose un poquito cortos en cuanto a la estrategia, al menos por ahora, ¿verdad? Porque digo, han pasado 2 minutos, no pasa nada por el momento, pero pues mira, aquí ya tenemos una respuesta inmediata por parte de... ¿A dónde crees que vas? Ya tenemos solamente dos kills nada más de diferencia aquí por este lado. Y pues lo mencionaste tú, o sea, tenemos aquí obviamente cambios de diversos tipos en cuanto a la estrategia y demás. Pero
Probably end up making some dinner here while I watch this, guys.
Bastante bien, a pesar de que el Pod System está de un lugar a otro, o sea, completamente distante, sigue estando ahí.
Sigue estando ahí, ya lo hemos dicho, el trabajo en equipo hace el winning, la chamba decente de winneando. Entonces, 19-19, espera, se acaba de poner muy tenso. 20-19, la brecha solamente es de un punto. Estamos viendo justamente a continuación un trabajo bastante bueno por parte de los muchachos de lo que te mencionaba desde un principio. Para lo que vendría siendo la agresión, para los golpes, los muchachos de OctaHits están haciendo, pero magia. Y se le están poniendo el tú por tú de una manera violenta y salvaje a los muchachos de Cinta Negra. Ve cómo están teniendo que replantearse más una... ¡Oh, no! ¡Me callo! ¡Me callan automáticamente! Porque ve, justamente no le tienen miedo al intercambio. No le tiene miedo a la violencia. Intercambio tras intercambio. 23-23. Los marcadores subiendo de manera simultánea. No permitiendo nada. Shot caller, excelente. Pero de todas maneras, un Sam que termina siendo intercambiado, muchachos. Dejen de hacer intercambios y obtengan bajas. Porque si no, esto se va a seguir escalando hasta la estratosfera.
Y veremos a ver si esa estratosfera tiene algo que ver ahorita, porque señores y señores, esto es lo complicado. Aquí tenemos absolutamente todos los jugadores, 3 de ellos aquí y 3 en contra de Tabor, que desafortunadamente termina cayendo. El problema es que cuando son 3 contra 1 y al final él terminó bajando 1, entonces eran 2 contra 1 y ¿sabes qué es lo que pasa? Diste tu locación a todo el resto de los jugadores del equipo. Aquí cuidado, no alcanza a encontrar su posición adecuada para poder utilizar el sniper de manera correcta. Entonces simplemente alejarse un poquito por este lado es lo adecuado. Nos copia muy bien aquí, lo vamos a ver. Sí, claro que sí. Excelente ahí el cambio de arma para poder mantener ahora sí a raya a este otro jugador. Simplemente se hace para atrás, la presión va a seguir. Claro que sí va a seguir. Vamos a ver aquí el kill por parte de Tabol en contra de Atsuchiha. Y después Negate otra vez en contra de Latis. ¡Qué buenos tiros se están aventando ahí estos jugadores! Los de Cinta Negra comenzaron así titubeando al inicio, pero nomás agarraron su posición correcta y dijeron, ¿sabes qué? Vámonos, yo no le tengo miedo a la muerte.
El que tenga miedo, que ni se presente. Damas y caballeros, 30-36, ya lo estábamos diciendo.
All right, time to put some food on the oven or on the stove. One sec.
Manteniendo un buen control, ni siquiera sabía de dónde. ¡Ay! Pero el el body system, patent pending. Estamos viendo... No, ¿qué? Sí, no, lo que estamos viendo por parte de Lunatics sí fue un... Mi hermano, te acabas de aventar para agarrar el sniper. ¡Triple! ¡Triple! Eliminación, damas y caballeros. Y ya viene el siguiente spanquerazo. Tiene que ser utilizado de manera inteligente. Que me lo terminen bajando. No termina haciendo nada. ¡Nadota!
Deja tú, se le quedan viendo a ese Spanker así como cuando se te cae comida y así como que, uy, necesito ir por él. Y claro que sí, lo vamos a tener aquí, solamente con uno. Hay que hacer que esto cuente. ¿Dónde está la bolita? No lo vamos a utilizar todavía. ¡Ay, claro que sí lo utilizamos! Y una baja significativa porque solamente quedan 3, Rocket. Solamente quedan 3 ahorita y para los jugadores de cinta negra. Y las están buscando, pero que si las anhelan, las quieren como un helado en el desierto. Y este es de pistache. ¿Cómo no lo vamos a tener aquí? Tabol se empieza con una, falta una, Rocket, nada más.
3 bajas, damas y caballeros, y de esa manera así de fácil. Cinta negra sale adelante nuevamente. Wow. Estuvo bastante dinámico el final, ¿eh? Yo pensé que sí íbamos a tener unos Octa Kids un poquito más, ¿cómo se llama? En su zona de confort, en su campo de batalla. Pero Cinta Negra regresó de una manera sorprendente.
Sí, no, definitivamente. Y más que nada lo que a mí me llama la atención dentro de esto es que Cinta Negra, si te fijas, estaba comenzando, literal comenzó todo el rato, amaneció con el pie izquierdo. Todo el rato. Entonces, lo complicado de todo esto es cómo te recuperas de cuando te mantuvieron durante tanto tiempo en una desventaja. El problema es que de ahí solamente les quedó subir prácticamente, ¿no? Entonces, a la hora de empezar a implementar más ese body system, empezar a implementarlo de una manera más agresiva y con cobertura correcta con la comunicación. Hubo una ocasión donde teníamos a un jugador de un lado del mapa apoyando a otro del otro lado del mapa en un 2 contra 1. Y eso es precisamente de lo que se trata, ¿no? El body system no se trata nada más de que yo voy contigo, pero también de mantenerse en contacto con ellos, con tus contrincantes, con tus compañeros, porque cualquier persona se puede convertir en tu body system, no tiene que ser necesariamente alguien específico, vaya, por así decirlo. Entonces,
o sea, tal vez pues, todos tenemos un jugador de predilección con el cual nos sentimos cómodos.
Ajá, pero no es, o sea, sí es la persona con la que queremos que suceda, pero pues a veces donde no, simplemente no puede suceder, ¿no? Entonces, ahora sí, cualquier cosa es bueno.
No, mi compadre, no demos consejos de migajeros, porque no está padre. Quiéranse, mis estimados, quiéranse. Pero, quiéranse tanto como yo quiero este mapa. Aquarius, damas y caballeros. Octakids en la esquina roja. Tierney, Beatriz, Sam, Uchiha en contra de Cinta Negra Esports en la esquina azul con Eguti, Lunatics, Tabol y Acendrado. Yo soy Rocket Rami, el mapache verde, me acompaña el inigualable Dio. ¡Llévanos a la acción!
Vámonos, señores y señores, porque este modo de juego, ya se lo saben, es el favorito de muchos, y yo soy muchos en esta ocasión, es Hola, yo soy muchos. Es captura la bandera, y ya se lo saben cómo funciona aquí por este lado, es el hecho de que tienen que agarrar la bandera del contrincante y llevárselo a su base, y obviamente hacer con ello lo que necesiten. Pero, ¿por qué? ¿Qué es lo que pasa? También el problema aquí es que necesitas tú tener tu bandera dentro de tu base, porque si no, no puedes tener el score, o sea, no puedes anotar. Entonces, mira, así precisamente como acabamos de ver ahorita, tenemos a Tabboy que acaba de llevarse el primer punto a su nombre. Y señores y señores, nada más recuerden que tienen que ser 5, pero es muy complicado en realidad que terminemos llegando a las 5, mi buen mapache, porque lo hemos visto en varias ocasiones. Muchas veces nomás se van de una y empiezan a defender como no tienes una idea.
¿En qué momento? ¿En qué momento pasó? No lo sé. Supieron anotar la bandera en menos de minuto y cacho.
Son rápidos los muchachos, son muy rápidos. Me gusta lo que estoy viendo. Ok, un poquito de presión aquí por este lado. ¡Ándale! Aquí tenemos el golpe doble, la baja doble aquí entre Negati e Iliatris. Ok, vamos a ver si a lo mejor hay alguien aquí que podemos erradicar antes de poder llevarnos nosotros la bandera. Se la lleva aquí, claro que sí. ¿Dónde vamos a ir? ¿Dónde vamos a para qué por este lado? Pero el problema es que comunicación es correcta, la comunicación es adecuada, el problema es que ya se llevaron la bandera, lo irán a interceptar, ¿dónde le irán a interceptar ahorita por el momento? Tenemos aquí las bajas aquí por este lado, la defensa correcta por parte de Lunatics es complicado, mi buen Mapache, y aquí por este lado lo va a llegar, claro que sí, tenemos el segundo punto por parte de Cinta Negra.
Allá va, se la terminan llevando 2-0, ya lo dijiste tú, bandera en el campo. 9:44 en el reloj y allá va la bandera volando. Egutias diciendo, ¿a dónde crees que vas? No, y que para eso son los amigos, dice uno. Aquí tengo la bandera para ti. No importa, es una antorcha que llevamos todos. Es por parte de todo el equipo. Esta bandera se va a notar, así sea lo último que haga y que se anota. OctaKids pone un pie en el marcador.
Así es, al menos ya pusieron el pie en
Let's
la
go.
puerta,
What
sabes
up,
que
Kitty
esto no se cierra sin
Drool?
que yo diga algo al respecto.
Hope all is
El
well.
problema es que si Areni no ha estado teniendo el mejor
I just put some
tiro,
food
el mejor
on the
tino,
stove.
más
It's
bien,
cooking up.
en general, dentro de lo que hemos estado viendo ahorita. ¡Ándale! El incoming airstrike, inmediatamente lo tenemos. Y Posilates de nuevo termina cayendo en contra de lo que se está viendo ahorita como un proceso complicado a lidiar con ello. Digo, solamente es un punto de diferencia nada más lo que hemos estado teniendo aquí. Uy, importante aquí el cambio, sí, por el momento. Vamos a ver cómo lo terminan robando la bandera aquí. Está deshabilitada. No está deshabilitada por completo, entonces hágase para allá. Necesitamos que tú no estés dentro de nuestra ecuación, porque si no, aquí es donde causa el problema. Vamos a ver cómo la bandera termina saliendo de ahí, pero si te fijas, es más que nada para evitar que ellos anoten. Es muy, muy inteligente eso.
Bastante inteligente porque hay que recordar, no puedes anotar la bandera si la tuya no está en casa. Algo de estilo de máscara de oxígeno en un avión, no puedes ponerle a alguien la demás si no te pones la tuya primero.
Así es, a ver si esto termina saliendo aquí, la doble baja de nuevo, mi buen Mapache. El problema es que ya tenemos aquí la bandera en el lugar, en el equipo donde debería ir la bandera del equipo rojo. El problema es que no está, entonces será el momento donde termine regresando. Al menos saben, mira, ya está se me hace que ya está de nuevo. No es cierto, todavía no, que es bien complicado porque dices tú, pues bueno, ya en cualquier momento despawnea, pero no, la verdad es que no es en cualquier momento.
No es en cualquier momento bandera y el pánico está ante todo. Estamos aquí y es como, ¿y qué hago? ¿Qué se supone que haga? ¿Dónde está esto? Y que lo terminan regresando de último segundo. La comunicación efectiva haciendo de las suyas nuevamente. Invisibilidad en el campo. ¿Ya lo vieron? 1 en contra de 3. Las banderas están siendo anotadas por parte. No, las banderas de Cinta Negra haciendo de las suyas. ¡Qué deleite! ¡Qué magnánimo! Cinta Negra está en su elemento. Aquí será la siguiente, viene la cuarta, es invisible, no le importa, trae una bandera, acaba con todo eso, está corriendo como si no hubiera un mañana, está volando nuestro muchacho, el mismísimo Hermes bendijo a nuestro muchacho.
Lo dijeron ahorita, este es uno de los mejorcitos jugadores ahorita de Cinta Negra. El problema es que si tan bueno es, porque está muerto. Eso sí, es bien complicado de mantener. Ahora sí, en cuanto a la defensa, y hablando de la defensa, precisamente vamos a tener a DT Sam coordinándolo ahí para que no se terminen llevando ahí. El problema es que Tabol de nuevo me lo terminan quitando. Excelente el ricochet. ¿Será que se lleva uno? ¡Claro que sí! ¡Accenado! ¡Qué buen uso de la granada! ¡No me lo creo!
Las banderas viéndose nada más y ven como en el último segundo pero que me bajan. Lunatics haciendo lo mejor del mundo. Dice, no importa, llévate la bandera, todo está en orden, todo está haciendo una magia maravillosa, magnánima, trascendental. Ya va, y la batalla por la bandera está, pero sí violenta. Aquí tenemos un Lunatics que está lunático manteniendo a raya al equipo. ¿Dónde está mi bandera? No puedo permitir que vengan por ella. Bandera regresada. Negute haciendo de las suyas. Granadas, disparos, violencias. El lavabo de la cocina. Le están aventando de todo. 4-1. Alguien deténgalos, por favor.
El problema es que ese alguien debe ser el equipo rojo, y el equipo rojo es quien está batallando más. Ahorita los OctoKids están teniendo mucho problema. No, de nuevo, hemos estado viendo una coordinación muy buena por parte de ellos. El problema es que los de Cinta Negra no solamente tienen una excelente coordinación que es rival a lo que hemos estado viendo ahorita por parte de OctoKids, sino también los balazos que están teniendo, los tiros en general, el crosshair placement, todo está muy bien. Entonces son cositas a tomar en cuenta aquí, que uno no se da cuenta que pues precisamente en cuanto a KD no están tan distintos, y digo tan distintos porque sí tienen cierta diferencia definitivamente, pero también es interesante la estrategia que toman al hecho de defender desde el otro lado del punto, ¿sabes? Desde donde está la bandera enemiga, para asegurarse de que no se lleven, que no se roben la bandera de ellos.
4-1, mi estimado, y definitivamente la ya se pueden ya tú lo señalaste de una manera muy eficiente, el hecho de que no se pueden dar el lujo de permitir que esta bandera salga, pero esto ya es un privilegio que te ganas, porque al final del día Octakids son los que se tienen que movilizar, son los que tienen que tomar riesgos y tomar decisiones, porque por un lado Cinta Negra podría dedicarse a simplemente jugar al reloj. 4 banderas, 4 minutos, hay mucho 4 aquí.
Sí es, y dicen que el 4 es número de mala suerte porque podría significar muerte en japonés. Ahorita parece que en cualquier idioma que lo quieras decir, parece que es la muerte ahorita actualmente de los jugadores de Octakids, a no ser que tengan algo que hacer al respecto, traigan el desfibrilador. Y no me refiero al rifle, sino en realidad me refiero al hecho de que están reviviendo poco a poco, los de Octakids. Ay, pero mientras digo eso, todo el equipo casi cae por el momento. Don Hacendado todavía vivo, afortunadamente, tratando de recuperar un poquito de información aquí en la cual pues les sea de utilidad, y efectivamente les de utilidad. De nuevo el Body System, ahí está bastante bien. Tenemos aquí el intercambio, no armor, hágase para allá, mejor me voy a intentar acercar un poquito más para allá. El hecho de que están descoordinados, hay ruptura en las filas, mi buen mapache.
Se terminan rompiendo estas filas, ya lo mencionaste tú de una manera bien eficiente, pero ahí están todos los Octakids, cada uno de los tentáculos movilizándose. Están jugando muy a la defensiva. Mira, ahí va.
No lo matas.
La falta de respeto. A lo cual dijeron otra vez, el invisible, ya lo vi, que me lo bajan, pero se intercambia. Se logró, no lo veo y no lo creo. Ya los muchachos de Octakids están realmente sacándose unas jugadas, pero deliciosas, que no están capitalizando.
Es que ese es el problema, ¿no? O sea, qué tan complicado puede llegar a ser en realidad capitalizar. Pero pues también los jugadores de Cinta Negra pues dicen, ¿sabes qué? Si no se quieren acercar, pues no pasa nada. Al fin y al cabo, nosotros somos las personas que estamos en ventaja. Y es que eso también es jugarlo bastante bien, ¿no? Saber de cuándo decir de que, oye, yo ya no tengo que hacer nada. Ellos son los que se tienen que acercar. Yo lo único que tengo que hacer es defender. Y si me quiero poner a defender de la manera más lame posible, es una estrategia completamente válida. No digo que es lo que esté sucediendo, pero podría ser una posibilidad ahorita que ya tenemos menos de 3 minutos en el marcador. Pónganle sus palomitas ahorita porque para cuando acabe ya están.
No, definitivamente ya terminó, se fue ya en un abrir y cerrar de ojos, porque solamente quedan 2 minutos con 37 segundos en el reloj. Los muchachos de Cinta Negra gozan de una posición súper privilegiada. Y de todas maneras, no, la esperanza es lo último que va. La esperanza es lo último que se pierde. Los chicos de Octakids haciéndolo, pero no se pueden ni mover ni un metro esa bandera. Nuevamente los chicos de Cinta Negra se pueden dar el lujo de estar jugando a una manera así de defensiva, en el cual no van a suceder, no va a pasar, quítense de aquí. Ya no hay posibilidad. Todos los muchachos de Octakids están yéndose ya nada más por el honor. Por el puro honor de que no les quiten la quinta y última bandera.
Así es, y es que es lo que necesitas hacer, ¿no? Defenderte hasta el final. El problema es que si a lo mejor no alcanzas a remontar esto, pues ahí es donde se vuelve complicado, me atrevería a decir. Vamos a ver aquí la intercepción por parte de Tabor. Será que sí es, lo encuentra y todavía no encuentra el kill, pero pues al menos sí lo dejó bastante tocado. No sabe dónde está lloviendo todo. Finalmente encuentra una. Si Areni no está de nuevo aquí, vamos a ver el golpe. No, simplemente una vez más los balazos eficientes, eficaces, y la quinta se hace presente aquí. La captura de la bandera ha sido la adecuada para los jugadores de Cinta Negra. Y lo tenemos ahorita el 2-0, 2-0. Ah, no, esto ya es el 3-0. Aquí ya se terminó.
Ya es el 3-0, mi estimado. ¿Y qué manera? ¡Qué moño! Cinta Negra me escuchó y dijo, ¿quieres que cierre mapas? Voy a cerrar mapas. Y con broche de oro, valedor. ¿Cómo te quedó el ojo, ¿Cómo viste? Y mira, estoy impactado. Genuinamente estoy impactado. El 5-1, lo siento, innecesario.
No, sí es necesario. Sí es necesario.
Mira,
todo es necesario para ganar. Todo es necesario para ganar.
3-1 es necesario. No, ¿sabes qué? El 2-1, necesario. 3-1, excepcional. 4-1, flexeo. 5 ya es vanidad.
Sí, completamente de acuerdo. Pero pues, oye, al final del día era necesario que ese punto número 5 llegara para poder obtener el gane, ¿no? Entonces, no importa la manera en la que lo hagas, al final del día es que lo hagas. Y efectivamente lo hicieron estos muchachos de Cinta Negra, quienes se estarán enfrentando, ahí te digo, en contra de quién, porque aquí tengo abierto el bracket. Para la gente que también lo quiera ver desde casita, pongan signo de exclamación bracket en el chat. Y vamos a tenerlos en contra de CL Gaming. Ahora van a ir ellos precisamente, quien gane de ellos se estará enfrentando en contra de SWAT Latam y efectivamente están callando bocas y conquistando corazones, nadie cool.
Callando bocas, hipnotizando corazones. Qué buena manera de describirlo. Acertada. Acertada. Porque nuevamente, ante los hechos, no se le puede decir que no. Entonces, ya después de eso, ¿nos podrías leer otra vez el bracket, por favor, para que sepamos a qué nos enfrentamos?
Así es, CL Gaming que le ganó a Underground, que por cierto Underground le ganó a Plaza Sésamo y eso se me hace muy gracioso. Le gana a Underground 3-0 para estar aquí posicionados en la ronda 5, que esto podría considerarse como las semifinales de la categoría inferior. Y precisamente Cinta Negra, quien le acaba de ganar a Auta Kids, ahora se estará enfrentando en contra de esos mismos jugadores. Como recordatorio, ellos tienen que ganar este encuentro para enfrentarse en contra de SWAT Latam, que eso sería la final de la categoría inferior. Y quien gane de ese equipo, ya sea quien gane de Cinta Negra y CL Gaming en contra de SWAT Latam, se estaría enfrentando en contra de Ether Gaming, que está por el lado de los ganadores, mi buen mapache. Entonces ya sabes cómo funciona ese rollo. Tenían que ganar 2 sets enteros para poder llevarse el clasificatorio para Arlington.
2 sets enteros, muchachos. Entonces, muchas gracias por estar acompañándonos. Justamente un buen saludo para nuestro muchacho Atsu Uchiha, que ahí andaba. Muchas gracias por ese reidazo. Increíbles los juegos. Increíbles los juegos. Gracias por tanto. Perdón por tan poco. Y hablando de cómo le están pasando ustedes, mis estimados. Espero que le estén pasando casi tan bien como nosotros, ¿eh?
Esperemos que sí. Pregunta Eptino, ¿se podrá ver el bot? Efectivamente sí se podrá ver el bot. Aquí gracias a Kaiju Prods que estará proporcionando el hecho de que se guarde este bot. Si no, pues obviamente se estará subiendo de otra manera. Atsu Uchiha, muchísimas gracias por ese raid. El Mastercrack que dice Tavo es pro, así es, así es. La verdad es que se rifó. No creo que haya otro jugador siquiera que se acerque por el momento en cuanto a las kills que vimos en la partida pasada. Entonces, pues Tavo se llevó ahí el spotlight de manera constante a través de todo esto. Pero pues oye, un muy buen apoyo también por parte de su equipo, ¿no? Definitivamente veo a Negati, también a Centrado, a Lunatics, todos ellos hicieron y cargaron su peso cuando más importaba. O sea, nada de que hay de que mochilita ni nada así por el estilo. Nel, cargaron su peso todos cuando más importaba. Y eso fue lo que les dio el gane para poder precisamente enfrentarse ahora en contra de CL Gaming. Ahora, mi buen Rocket, está esperando el underdog, entre comillas muy grandes, ¿no? Como te lo mencionaba.
Enormes,
enormes, grandísimas. Underdog, de SWAT Latam ahí. Si tuvieras que elegir entre los... Porque esto ya es top 4, esto ya es ahora sí la crema de la crema. Ahora sí ya no hay nada de que hay, de que pasó que el filtro. No. Llegó aquí porque son buenos. Llegaron aquí porque son buenos. ¿Quiénes crees tú que son los más indicados ahorita en cuanto a nivel de habilidad, de lo que hemos visto y lo que no, para poder llevarse este encuentro?
Así, ojos cerrados, así como la confianza que te tengo por ti. Así lo veo yo, SWAT Latam, así confío ciegamente en ellos. Entonces, ¿qué les parece que vamos preparando No, ok, yo ya dije SWAT, ¿tú qué dices?
No, acuérdate que yo lo había dicho desde el inicio, ¿no? De que me gusta la historia del underdog, así, pero entre comillas muy, muy grandes, ¿no?
¡Enormes!
Sí, grandísimas, como mis ganas de un pozolito. Pero sí, o sea, de hecho, ahorita, el problema es que ya quiero, o sea, quiero ver cómo se desarrolla esto, pero también tengo cociendo pozole en la olla huevona. Entonces, en cuanto termine esto, me voy yo por mi pozolito y le voy a echar ahí una buena ensalada, lechuga, rabanito, limón, todo ese rollo, para poder disfrutar de esto aún más. Porque qué buenos tiros los que estamos teniendo ahorita. Definitivamente siento que ahorita, por el momento, la sorpresa ha sido SWAT Latam.
Latam, se ha dicho, se ha visto, se ha todo. Muchachos, ¿qué les parece? No sé qué nos pueda decir producción al respecto. Vamos a apurarlos para, ¿cómo se llama? Para que tú le puedas echar un ojo justamente a esa olla. Y mientras tanto yo le voy a echar un ojo a los equipos. Entonces no se despeguen. Agarren una botana, una bebida refrescante, lo que se les antoje. Porque ya volvemos con más Halo. No se despeguen.
Oh, I'm gonna eat such a fat meal in a second. Oh! No way, dude. The homie Dan coming in on kick, bro. Dan, I haven't told any. Well, I told one person so far. I told Taint because he was here earlier. But I am now officially a kick partner. Let's go, dude. I'm now. I don't know if you've heard of like the Kick Incentive Program or like KCIP or some shit. But I saw a bunch of like top creators getting partnered on Kick, like Naded and a couple other people, and I was like, damn, like, you know, like that's awesome that these guys got partnered on Kick. And like I found out that they just emailed Kick at Fast Track Partners, and that like apparently if you're already a Twitch partner averaging some pretty good numbers, which I am, in the past 3 months I'm averaging 88 viewers on Twitch, right? So that's almost 100 viewers in the past 3 months, a lot, because you know these like events that I'm running with like the drops and all that. So I email Kick and I'm like, hey, is there any way I can become a Kick partner? And like 2 days later, which was like this morning at 3 a.m., I got an email saying congrats, like we're able to fast track you to the Twitch, to the Kick partner program. You'll now earn on every single stream. So it's basically like a big upgrade on Kick. Like on Kick you don't have ads, but there's like ways to earn without ads. So like if people are talking in your chat or lurking, or like literally just by people lurking and being in your chat, you earn money now. So like the more people that are just coming into the chat, talking, vibing, I'm gonna start earning on Kick just for like streaming on Kick. And I'm able to multi-stream on it. Partners are now able to multi-stream on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So it's like all these websites are paying off, man. Shout out to Kick. They actually just emailed me back. How long ago was this? Like at 8:17, and it's 8:23 right now. So 6 minutes ago, they just replied again. They're like, "Hey, we got your message. We're sending through the verification right now." So it's all happening right now. Yo, congrats! It's awesome. Right before the beat day shoot, bro. Exactly, bro. So now I'm gonna have that check mark on Kick as well. I'm gonna be an official Kick partner, like a bro. Pretty sure to get Kick partnership, you have to average the same as Twitch. It's 75 viewers average. So that would have taken me a while, averaging 75 on Kick, getting a whole community over here, doing it for 3 months, sending in the application, seeing if I get accepted. Bro, they just skipped all that. They're like, yo, Kick partner, congrats. So basically like becoming a Twitch partner just like that, but Kick partner this time. And yeah, just be grinding. I'm excited, man. Really excited for that. So let me just update this because you just subbed. Yeah, I was just about to get up to check my food. I'm making some salmon, a lobster cake, asparagus, and fries. So a nice little healthy meal there. And just gonna go get that food right now. But yeah, thanks for the sub, Dan. You're the homie. Appreciate you coming on Kick stream and supporting as always. You're the fucking homie. Very nice dinner facts. All right, let me go see if this is ready. All right. Like 3 more minutes and it's done. Just flip the salmon for the last time, I think. Asparagus looks pretty much done, so I kind of turned that down. The lobster cake looks pretty much done. The fries look pretty much done. Basically just that salmon. So I flipped it. I threw on some syrup because I like giving that little like caramelized taste on my salmon. Threw in some syrup, and now I'm just chilling. 3 minutes. Let it get a little. I took a little piece off, and it's pretty good, but I like it a little bit. I wouldn't say crispy, but like, I guess crispy. Canadian syrup. I don't know if you guys have Aunt Jemima's up there. That's all I use. Or maybe there's another one like Old Miller or something, like Red Miller or some shit. I don't know. Just some your standard syrup. There's like Canadian maple syrup. I'm not too much of a fan of that though. Like actual real syrup. I like that sugary fake shit. Just is what it is. Just is what it is, brother. I don't know. Sure, if I stuck in like a metal rod in a tree and had some like actual fucking real shit, it might be good. But like the stuff they sell at the store that's like actual like Canadian maple syrup, I don't know. It's just like not my favorite. Probably just because I'm used to the sugary fake shit. But you know, it is what it is, bro. That shit's fire. All right, let me go check my fish. Jeez. Dude, why does my webcam always fuck up? Look at this. There we go. Oh, it fucked up again, whatever. It's like the lighting in my room or some shit, or like the webcam functionality. I don't even know, bro. I can't really show the food either because it's just like, I don't want to spill it. But, yo, this shit looks fire. It's a bunch of shit, boys. Just a bunch of shit. Got salmon, asparagus, lobster cake, and fries. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna lie, man. I tried my hardest to come home, get on, and pay attention. I came home, got on, paid attention for like half an hour, and said BRB, and like I fell asleep for like 40 minutes. Right when I woke up and came back, I was like, oh shit. I like literally, dude, I shouldn't have done it. I was like, all right, here's my bed. I'm just gonna take a 15, but like, I probably shouldn't lay down, but like I'm so tired, and I laid down. GG. I remember like I was in a dream. I was literally like in a dream doing shit, and I was like, wait, I shouldn't be dreaming. Like woke up somehow. Like, thank God it was only been 40 minutes, and here I am, bro. So I wasn't like fully under. Like I was. It was like I think I did though. I think I slipped. It was like I was in like the half dream, half reality, and I was like, wait, I shouldn't be doing this. And I just like I woke up, and here we are, bro. Here we are. Then I woke up to LVT hosting these guys. And so yeah, basically long story short, I did not catch the finals. I was very surprised. I saw Incognito and Cloud9 facing each other. I was like, whoa, like I thought TSM was going to be in the grand finals or even winning this tournament. They're not even in the grand finals, so. And then I figured, I was like, okay, I don't know who's going to win, Incognito or Cloud9. I guess Incognito won it. Congrats to Piggy's team. That's crazy, bro. It was surprising, I'm not going to lie, but congrats to them, bro. On the bright side, it feels like I just woke up. Got energy now, baby. And I'm eating now? Oh, man, GG. So it feels like I just woke up. I'm about to get a lot of energy in me. Probably go take like a 15-minute stretch break. Not like a lay-down stretch, like an actual chill for 15. I'll be good. Come back. I'll probably end up gaming some ranked. Tomorrow I'll have Twitch drops as well with real-life Spartans play date there. It'll be fun. Tony did say, let's wait and see how they do on land, though. Yeah. Oh, that's why I was laughing at a joke Tony made. He's like, wait, didn't they have 5th seed and they didn't win a series? If I'm LG, I'm not wanting to win it. He started, like, saying something like that. Like, I'm not wanting to win this series right now. Let's pull up the mouse and keyboard. That's the last thing I remember hearing. I was like, oh, it's funny as hell. So I was catching glimpses of it here and there, you know?
Love to see Descendant and Precision back on the same squad. This dynamic duo was slaying out insanely on that complexity roster before Spartygate.
So if you guys are just tuning in, I'm just eating some food right now while I'm watching the Mexican Dallas qualifier. Here it is. MX HCS DreamHack qualifier. Kind of going through the bracket here. I don't really understand what they're saying, but you can kind of understand what they're saying at the same time. You just know the vibe. So we're watching some of these games here. Losers quarterfinals or losers semifinals happening up next. Waiting for that to get started. After I'm done eating and chill, I don't know. I might watch this for a bit, to be honest, because I kind of want to see how these guys play. These guys. Look at these teams, bro. SWAT, M, and Ether are very good. Got Acid, Drift, Leorin tapping buttons versus Pelugod, Roar, Striking, Noble. So both these teams are like very, very strong teams. I wouldn't mind watching these guys, bro. I wouldn't mind watching these guys. So Ether won in the winners finals. Go down to losers finals here. So we got SWAT Am winning to play the winner of whatever is going to happen next here. All right, this is coming up. Then we're going to see SWAT Am play. This is actually going to be a good series too. I think these guys, let me just like really see. I'm expecting CL Gaming to win. So like this one might not be the best. It'll still be pretty good. This series will be good and grand finals will be good. So I actually might end up watching this and see how late that takes me. If I still have energy after this is done, then I'll potentially play some ranked. But I don't know if that's gonna happen because I think the tiredness will start hitting me. MX is still live, yes. So MX is live. This is actual actually live here. LVT is just doing their replay thing here. But the MX series is actually live here. You can see the bracket ongoing. We got this team coming up right here. They're probably setting up the lobby right now, so we're just watching replays until that lobby's set up. So we're watching the Mexican HCS DreamHack qualifiers. See if we can snag some good plays in the memory here. See how this guy tapping buttons moves around the map. Then, like I said, I might play some ranked, see if I'm inspired enough to play ranked or if I got the energy. But if not, I'll probably just get a good night's sleep and be on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be streaming again, playing some ranked and vibing. And then at 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll start the Twitch drops with RLS's playdate up until midnight. So that's a 6-hour Twitch drop window there from 6 till 12 in the evening. So tomorrow will be a pretty good day. Nice ranked games until the drop party stuff, and then yeah, it'll just be a good day tomorrow, guys. Make sure to tune in. Acid just hasn't died this game yet. What the hell? Oh, here we go.
¿Están listos? ¿Están preparados, damas y caballeros? ¿De qué manera vamos a darle? Porque, chicos y chicas, damas y caballeros, estamos de regreso. A nada de seguir con la violencia, los intercambios, el todo por el todo. Damas y caballeros, espero que estén preparados. Yo soy Rocket Rami, el mapache verde, el mapache emplumado, el mapache de sus corazones. Y estoy acompañado de nada más y nada menos de... Hear me out, el inigualable compositor detrás de Holy Diver, el dueño del estándaro Zaguardo. Tío, ¿cómo estás, mi estimado?
I don't even have to understand the language to know you just made some funny joke, you know what I mean?
¿Qué onda, banda? Espero todos estén muy
No sé, a ver, Dan.
ya los vi, güey. Dame 2.
Exacto, espera, así como, distrae a los chicos, distrae a los muchachos. Ok. Yo también debería estar aprendiendo a hacer trucos de magia en estos momentos para poder mantener distraído el... ¡Oh, no! ¡Sí tiene! ¡Zaguardo!
No, genuinamente sí las tengo. Siempre me interesó mucho este rollo. Dije de que, no manches, los voy a...
Guys pulling out the future cards or whatever. Or are they gonna win?
Mapas en el peor momento.
Me da tiempo de poder agarrar el mundo.
Pero me estás agarrando a mí de la mano.
Exacto, tú eres mi mundo, bro.
Bro. CL Gaming en contra de Cinta Negra. Recordemos de que acabamos de ver a Cinta Negra llegar a esta posición. Y CL Gaming también tenemos entendido que viene de una racha bastante sólida, bastante buena. Entonces, muchachos, si el gaming ya tenemos una idea de contra qué se va a enfrentar. Entonces, espero que estén listos, que estén preparados, porque ese enfrentamiento sí va a estar bien emocionante. A que hayan tenido tiempo de ir por su refrigerio, tal vez alguna botana, tal vez verlo con la comidita que están comiendo, o una bebida refrescante, que para estos calores nunca está de más. Muchachos, manténganse hidratados. Anyways, vámonos directamente al enfrentamiento, mi estimado. En la esquina roja con Mágico, Evil Gory, Johan, OG y Nasty Bullet.
Never mind.
Pero creo que lo acabo de salar. Yo soy el culpable, muchachos. Yo soy el que anda mordiendo cables. Sigamos con las cartas. Olvidemos que esto pasó.
Aquí está, este es el mundo. ¿Significa el cerrar un ciclo? No, es neta. Sí, no, sí lo sé leer. Bueno, antes había...
Aguardo si es cerrar un ciclo.
¿Sí? Sí, no, o sea, es que haz de cuenta que todo lo que es el tarot representa un ciclo. El primero que es el... válgame, se me olvida, el del full, pues. Haz de cuenta que inicia como que todo desafiando a la muerte, llegando a la plenidad de lo que es el mundo. Entonces, pues sí, todo, o sea, llega a la papisa, después llega con la torre, experimenta la muerte, ve lo que es la rueda de la todo ese tipo de cosas. La neta, sí te cuento una historia. Está muy interesante cuando ya te
No sé
pones a
por qué me
investigar.
está dando vibes fuertemente, y estoy hablando de un lugar de entera y completa ignorancia, ¿ok?
Time is it over there, bro?
No tengo entendido, no nada.
Time
nada, pero me
in
huele
Mexico. I
mucho
feel
el
like
viaje del héroe.
there's a lot of time zones probably over there, but
bastante
just
similar.
get the
Sí,
general
es
idea.
bastante similar,
6
por
p.m.,
ese lado.
7
O sea,
p.m.
digo, tiene su
Okay.
desarrollo,
It just looks really light over here.
ese tipo de cosas,
I'm
pero
looking
es
outside
una
my window. It's fucking dark.
Está padre por el hecho
And
de
again,
que
for me, it's
puede
8:46. For this guy, it's
simbolizar cualquier
7:40.
cosa,
You
¿no?
know,
Como ahorita,
1 hour
por
does
ejemplo,
definitely
una
make
de
a
las
difference
cosas
with
que
the sun.
simboliza conflicto es precisamente
Okay.
lo que son las relaciones
Okay.
interpersonales.
Nah, it
son
can't be that
citadas.
different because, like,
Entonces,
you
ahorita,
think about where
pues,
the
vamos a
world
tener
is, it's like
conflicto.
we're all,
Ahorita sí vamos
we
a
should be
tener,
like in the
espere
same
un
time zone type
minuto,
shit, you know?
Bullet está en el baño, avisa, no manches,
I guess
o
these
sea,
guys are like West
¿cómo que-
Coast Mexico or like Central for it
qué
to
no
be like
avisan?
behind 2 hours.
¿Por qué no avisan?
I'm East Coast, so.
Bueno, you gotta go.
Válgame Dios. Ay, no.
You gotta go, man.
It just looks like this guy's natural light coming in his place, and it's like, for me, it's like almost 9 p.m. right now, so it's like, what the hell? But then again, that's like evening vibes right there, you know? That's like evening, the sun could be hitting his window type shit as it's setting.
El
So.
mundo, el ser, la existencia. Rápido, agarra una pala y te veo en media hora. Vamos a desenterrar a Campbell para que se esté riendo con nosotros.
Ahorita en corto, ¿no? Pero no, mira, ya ahorita lo bueno es que ya volvieron ahora sí todos los jugadores. Esperemos que ahora sí no tengamos ningún problema ni nada así por el estilo. Pero de igual manera, chicos, quiero preguntarles a todas las personas que se encuentran en el chat, ahí a Lord J. West, a Lord J. West, a Arthur Bloodshot, al Enigmático, al Pux, al Nadie Cool, a Ardilla Perversa, a todas las personitas que andan por acá. A la Tracher Rifkin, ni se nota que estudié comunicación, ¿eh?
I want a shout out.
Rifkin. A todos ustedes, ¿cuál es su estilo de mapa favorito? ¿Cuál es obviamente su modo de juego favorito? Y su mapa favorito en el cual jugarlo. Quiero escuchar todo esto de ustedes. A mí me gusta mucho Captura la Bandera en Origin. Está muy gracioso. Está muy gracioso.
Captura la Bandera en Origin sí está
Ahí no
bien,
se puede
bien
jugar, sí,
delicioso,
cierto.
Ya podemos jugar, ya podemos jugar otra vez. Vámonos con todo. Entonces, ya los presenté ya nos aventan una. Por estar en el baño se pierde su presentación.
I couldn't even translate one word,
Sí,
bro.
ya la perdí. Y me
Not
da
one.
risa porque tenemos ahí nuestro.
But we're
nuestra
here
producción,
vibing, though.
revisando de que efectivamente todos estén conectados antes de mandar el juego. Ahora sí.
Yeah,
Así es,
man.
ahora sí ya vienen todos conectados. Tenemos ahora sí el plantar la bomba, mi buen. Vámonos rápidamente porque tenemos a estos jugadores. Tenemos a la gente de XBL Gaming en contra de los jugadores de Cinta Negra, Mágico, Evil Gory, Johan OG, Nasty Bullet en contra de Negati, Lunatics, Tapball y Neguti, perdón, mira, no, les digo que no se lee, pero aquí me tienen leyendo cosas.
Caster.
Exacto. Saludos a todos y vámonos rapidísimo. Que esto es que tenemos que armar la bomba, mi buen.
Tenemos que armarla y esto tiene que suceder y solo hay de una u otra. ¿Le sabes o no le sabes a esto de la armada? ¡Qué buen relax se trae. Que aquí en mi barrio, en mi casa, no me vas a venir a faltar al respeto. ¿En serio? ¿En esta economía?
I feel like some of these R's don't need to be rolled, but like they're just like, fuck it, bro.
¿Vas a venir a plantar esa bomba? No, papacito. Aquí tenemos claramente un Neguti que está manteniendo, pero a raya todo el equipo.
It does sound dope, though.
Es que así es como tiene que ser, ¿sabes? O sea, debe haber un jugador que tenga una defensa inmaculada y ese es precisamente Neguti. Y eso es lo que tienes que hacer por lo general, el designar los roles, especialmente en un mono de juego como lo que...
I think I'm too tired to even finish this food, bro. That's how tired I am. Holy shit, I might have to call it early. We'll see, bro. I do want to stream because I don't want to like end too early and like... Oh man, I don't know.
Debes de tener un jugador que siempre funcione como ancla dentro del sitio.
But I might have to just...
A pesar de que se está rotando precisamente estos roles de manera constante, sí hay al menos un jugador que se queda dentro
Might
del
have to
sitio
get
por
a
lo
nice
general
fat
y le funciona bastante
sleep,
bien.
bro.
En este caso es el Johan OG.
Johan Oye haciendo de las suyas, tú lo acabas de mencionar, excelente el trabajo que está manteniendo. Estamos incoming, justamente la bomba, 10 minutos.
Might just be one of those days I'm feeling it too. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have a big day tomorrow anyway. I tried to get on today just because, like, you know, got Twitch drops and we had like the finals going on with the qualifier. Sometimes it might not be worth it to push it this hard, you know? Like, it might be worth it just to get my sleep and just call it a day and get on tomorrow. Yeah, I think I might do that, like, right now, to be honest. I'm pretty tired. As much as I want to watch this and then maybe game into the night, like, realistically, like, I've been up since 3 a.m. Alright? Normally, I would be up at, like, 6 because I had a work... So, already, normally, it would be a long day. Because I had a work meeting and then a work shift. And then, so the work meeting was from like 7:30 till 10:30. And then I had a work shift until 4. So already I'm tired. I was up even earlier because I got an email from Kick at 3 a.m. saying I'm in the partner program. So I'm like, yo, I couldn't even sleep. It was like 4 a.m. and I was like fucking hype. And I was like, fuck this. I got to be up for my work meeting anyway. I'll just wake up now. So I've been up since 3 a.m. Normally, I would push this, guys, and just like, you know, we got the drops, we're pushing it. But man, it's been such a long day for me. I don't know if I could push 24 hours being awake right now, bro. Like, I'm trying to eat my food right now, and I can't even eat it because I'm so tired. Like, my body's like, yo, you can't even eat this food because you just need to go to bed. So, like, yo, guys, I think I'm just going to call it, man. I think here's where I call it, unfortunately. Tomorrow is going to be lit. Save it for then. Yeah. I can grind a whole day of streaming tomorrow. I'll most likely be verified on Kick by then because they are, like, an hour ago, they said they're going to run through the process of, like, verifying my account. I wonder if I'm verified right now. Hold on. Let me refresh my Kick. I might be verified right, God? No, I'm not. Waiting for that check mark. But yeah, guys. I think that's it for me, man. I'm just going to raid these guys. Or maybe I'll raid LVT. They always help me out with the drops and watch parties. I'm going to raid LVT, guys. Man, it sucks ending a little early tonight. Might not have hit the goal. But I think May's going to be an awesome month regardless. So, you guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be on tomorrow, not sure what time. Probably just the afternoon at some point. I have Twitch drops starting at 6 p.m. Eastern until midnight. So I'll for sure be on in the evening. I just don't know how early I'm going to get on. Probably sometime around... Actually, I don't even want to say a time because who knows how I'll be feeling tomorrow. Let me just get some rest. Long weekend, man. Long day today. Fucking work meeting. Fucking so much going on. I would love to keep staying on and streaming, but I think what Dan said is right. Let's just save my energy for a better day tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rating LVT now. You guys have a great Sunday. Until then, take care. Catch you guys. Always appreciate you guys liking my content, fucking with the vibes. And I'll see you guys in the next stream, man. Take care. You guys have a great night, great Sunday. Peace.